Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, yes, yes. Mm, mm, mm. Yep, 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 yep. Let's get to the bottom of things. Let's get to the bottom of things. Yep, yep, yep. We got to get to the bottom of things. We need to address. There's a lot of stuff going on. What's going on, Queen Ja? Your pretty self. Stop playing with me, too. Ah, boy, boy, boy. Yep, yep. We here today. Extreme girl, whatever that damn name mean. 5 letters to a name. Oh my gosh. We need to get this show on the road. Ain't that something? Hey, stop flirting with me, girl, because I take that stuff very serious and personal. You just can't flirt with me without it having some type of effect, because I will come see about it. I'm just keeping it real. I will literally come see about it. Okay? Again, we living in the age of the internet. Don't nobody date in their cities no more. Hold on, we could get arrested for that. Puffy just got in trouble for that. They got Puffy for sex trafficking for that. If that's really a real law, I think we all in trouble. Y'all too. All of us in trouble. You Puffy just that's what they did to Puffy in his trial. They got him for sex trafficking, for flying out people to party and make love to. Y'all, we can get in trouble for this type of stuff. So y'all in other cities. So if I fly y'all out and then hit your hand with a few change, some change, and you leave, they call that trafficking. I think I'm in trouble. I might got a damn federal investigation. Y'all too. Y'all too. Yeah, we in trouble. They making law to purposely lock us up. They like, hold on. Them niggas dating on the internet now. Them niggas. So I guess it's trending to fly people out and go out of town and meet up with each other and make love and leave with a few dollars. What's that law called? Hey, that fit up under trafficking. Trafficking? Yeah, because they was in traffic to get to where you was at. Y'all did a few things. You gave them a few dollars. That's trafficking. So listen, I need I need y'all to take down my information in case I'm not here next week. So I'm definitely guilty of trafficking. Y'all trying to set me up, trying to get me to traffic y'all over here or traffic me to where y'all at. We gonna get in trouble. We gonna get in trouble. It's one of my guys. What's up, bro? Man, what's up with you? I'm live kicking it with some people. If I send you the link, could you listen to it and stuff? I'm gonna send it to your phone. All right. Yeah. Anyway. Uh-oh. She like, look, tell them that you busy. Busy doing what? Y'all so mannish. Y'all is so stop being so mannish. You already got some of these women trying to hate on me. They say I don't like y'all. These women, some of these women literally is so mad at me for telling the truth or breaking it down. So they talking about I don't like women. I got something against women. These people are crazy, man. Whew. My gosh. Don't get mad at me. Stop lying, and I won't have to break this stuff down and tell the truth. I mean, can't fool everybody. People, why they so mad though? I don't know why they so mad. We ain't got to lie on these people, man. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like what Papoose is doing with Clarissa Shields. Oh, listen, it's like when you mess up your home, you break bad, man. You just break bad. Y'all just break bad. But that lady called herself not liking Papoose, and that lady told some things. Queen Josh said, "Oh, listen, y'all stop doing that because I can't do my job with all this love going around. This real love too. See, people don't get that. They be thinking we be playing. We love each other for real. I'm a old. Let me tell you something. I'm an old school romantic dude. I ain't none of these. See, these young dudes, they don't know nothing about romance. They on that damn dope. Okay, they on that dope. They don't even get fully naked. They just pull their damn pants down like a grade schooler. They don't even they don't even make love to women. They don't play slow songs or nothing. They be playing King Von. How could you have sex with your wife listening to King Von? How could you have sex with your woman listening to King Von? These young dudes, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, King Von, Kodak Black. Like, how the hell could you make love to your woman to Kodak Black? I'm an old school romantic. I got to have the I wanna be living for the love of you. Well, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. I like that type of stuff. Like, what? The vibe is set soon you come in the door. It smell good. You're comfortable. The slow jam. You can't do that with them young dudes. Them young dudes, they doing everything. They do crack, pop pill, drink, and lean. And got mental issues. Crazy. Hell no. Hell no. I can't do that one. They dangerous too. Them young dudes, they be young catching domestic violence cases. Like, bro, you 16 years old, you got a domestic violence case? Yeah, man, she be talking crazy. You whooping women on you 15 years old? Like, hell no. Hell no. These people crazy. I'm just saying. Dang, this is my nephew. What's up, nephew? I can't hear you. Hold on. Nephew at the door. Hold on. Let me get this door right quick. Sarah, here. No. Okay. My bad. Man, why my phones and stuff blowing up now? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, they getting crazy out here. I'm trying to tell you, man. These young dudes crazy, man. I don't trust them. I don't like young dudes. If you ain't with your damn mama and father, I don't like young dudes. Okay. I'm keeping it real. I don't like them at all. Yeah. I'm just keeping it real. Overkill. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about, man. I just got distracted so quick. My nephew and them just came here. And my son on the way. Hold on. How y'all doing though? Okay, how y'all doing though this evening, man? We got to continue this. What we were talking about earlier today. Okay, say you blessed. You better be blessed for real. You better be. Hold on. What type of blessed is you? Are you blessed, or are you Clarissa Shields blessed? Because some reason she thinks she's Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields blessed. Okay. Tasha. Hold on. Tasha, natural Tasha. You sound like Clarissa Shields. That's what she be saying. I'm natural. My body all nice. Nice. Mm-mm. Crazy. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, you know my first love name was Tasha. While people coming in, let me just say my first love name was Tasha. Did I ever tell y'all that? Yeah, and she ran off with $80. She ran off with $80. So my first love was Tasha. She ran off with $80. She probably wasn't my first love. That was just a lie to get $80, huh? Uh-oh, there I go talking about trafficking again. I told you. No, we was in the same city, so that's not trafficking, huh? No, I guess so. It's not trafficking with her. But she had me believing that. I guess she had me believing I was her first love. You know that? And I really believe that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know why I'm telling this story. She had me believing I really was her first love until I came and visit her one day. Two niggas was leaving out of the house, like two of them. One out the side door and one out the back door. I was like, damn, that's two dudes. She was the only one there. Yeah, we had been dating for a minute, so I knew her family, and none of these dudes looked familiar. And by this time, we done been together 2 years. I was like, well, and they was in cars. They was in cars. At that time, I ain't have a car. I did a lot of walking. We used to walk together, me and her. I should have known she's finna get rid of me last time we went walking. Last time we went walking. Said her leg was bothering her. And she was kind of big boned it. And I was little and frail at that time, so I definitely couldn't carry her. So we had to walk and take breaks, walk and rest, walk and rest. So we had to walk and rest, walk and rest. So I came over her house one time, and two niggas was leaving out. One was out the side and one was out the back. I'm like, damn, she got a front door, so they must was on some creep stuff because she know I was on the way. I told her, hey, look, I'm coming. She like, where you coming from? I said, off Capitol. She like, from Capitol? I said, yeah, I'm coming from Capitol. She said, okay. I guess she told them. I could hear that conversation like, hey, he coming. When he driving, she like, no, he walking. He on feet. That's what they call it. He on feet. At that time, we didn't have Ubers. Wasn't no such thing as an Uber. Hell, I couldn't afford it anyway. I couldn't afford it anyway. So she ended up, I guess, telling them they probably hit it one more quick time, knowing it's going to be a while before I get there. I saw him from a distance. I was like a block away from their house. She had the only house on the corner, a green house on the corner. So you could see one come out the back, the other one come out the side. I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell is them? And by the time I made it to the house, they was gone because I saw them a block away. I knock on the door. She faking like she sleep. I'm knocking on the door for like 5 minutes. She come to the door like she tired and was asleep. I'm like, what took you so long to answer the door? She said, I was asleep. Rubbing her eyes like, I was asleep. Hey, I was like, hold on. Who was them two dudes coming outside of your house? What two dudes? Two dudes just left from the side of your house before I got here knocking for like 5 minutes. One dude from the back, one dude out the side. And you talking about you sleep and you the only one up in here. And why you smell like Zest soap? See, at that time, it wasn't Dove soap. Zest soap was called the soap that people had, Zest. I'm like, why you smelling like Zest soap? Strong, too, like you just got through using it. She's like, boy, I don't know what you talking about. I say, two dudes left from your house, one out the side, one out the back. Like, come on, what are you talking about? She said, she said, she said, stop just trying to make up stuff so you could be mad at me. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. I ain't forget mad at you. Who was them two dudes? And I know your family, so don't lie. She's like, boy, you tripping. I'm like, I don't drink or smoke, so I'm definitely sober-minded. You're lying. That girl gonna tell me, okay, if I'm lying, let's do it, and I'm gonna prove to you I ain't been with nobody. I was young at the time, so that sounded like a good idea to prove to me that I ain't see what I know I just saw. I wonder how she gonna prove this. I wonder how she gonna prove this. Man, we was about to do the thing. She gonna tell me just before we did the thing, be careful because she sore. I say, you sore? She like, yeah, be gentle because I'm sore. I'm like, girl, I'm not doing nothing. I knew them two niggas was in this house. How the hell you sore? How you sore already? We got into it immediately, right there, half naked, both of us arguing. I pulled back up my pants and I left up out that lady house. I called her every name in the book. She was said back then, your mama was the favorite word. She said, "Yo, mama." she said, "Yo, mama, and I ain't a virgin, nigga," and slammed the door. I said, "Yeah, you gonna give me back my $80 too." So yeah, she owed me $80 right now to this day. Tasha, I will never forget your damn name. I will never forget your name, Tasha. You one person I'm gonna remember. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get my $80 one way. I might not get it from Latasha, but I'm damn sure gonna get it from Natasha. Anyway, how y'all doing this evening? We got to finish part 2 because I didn't get through part 2. I haven't heard it. I want y'all y'all know. I had to watch it with y'all. I just found it, and we went right into it. So I got to do part 2 with y'all. Let's get off into the KC, my man. Okay. So let's do a quick recap, man, off a lot of these live people been saying. So we're gonna do a quick recap on some of this, man. That ain't that crazy how people why are people lying though, man? Why are they lying on these people, man? This stuff is crazy. Yes, Turk was a good interviewer. I would say that. I like that. Make me want to watch some of his content. Really make me want to watch some of his content to see. Because he definitely got a lot of contact over there. Yeah, we need to get off into part 2. But before we do part 2, let's do a quick recap. And before we do a quick recap, let's first address a lot of the lies that was being told on this woman and Papoose pertaining to their relationship they had. Now, remember, before we had this interview, a lot of things was being said about this woman. People was actually using this woman and her child to put a bad rep on Papoose. What I mean by that, and let me say this, I need to be clear on this. I am not defending Papoose in no type of way. I'm just addressing the truth. We are analyzing, assessing, and defending the truth. That's it. We don't have no sides, but we heard about the things that was being said from certain sides to the point that we now could actually examine the truth the way it's supposed to be. And let me tell you something. And for the most part, as Christians, and when we come to the truth and do these things, we not gonna lie on these people. Well, and we just gonna be honest. And if I'm lying about anything, please call me out on it. I don't mind. The Bible say a wise man loves correction. Fools hate correction, but a wise man loves correction. The Bible say correct the fool, he'll hate you. You correct the wise man, he'll love you. Hold on, this is my son. What's up, son? How much you want it? Okay. Yeah, so so the Bible speaks about fools who hate correction. But a wise man loves correction. Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay. Hold on a second, y'all. I got to give my son his money right quick. Hold on. Hold on. Here I come, y'all. Hold on. Let me do something right quick.
Okay. So, when did it turn personal, and who came on to who?
It came first.
I told you, hold on. I told you once the story came to me from my assistant, I say, now you know how I do it. I keep it all the way real. You show she gonna be, wanting me to be like the way I am, because I'm open-minded. I'm not biased. I'm open-minded to you, and I'm open-minded to the accuser and the victim or suspect, whoever it may be at the time. So you show you want to go through with this, because I'm gonna ask you these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get something to drink, please? Because we look like we're gonna be in. Okay, so when did it turn personal, and who came on to who?
It came personal, like I want to say 2004, and I let him know that I was interested in him beyond business.
Beyond business.
And so I showed it.
Okay, so did you know that he was married? And if so, why did you agree to physically have a relationship with a married man?
He wasn't married at the time, sir. This was way before him and his wife.
Wait.
That's why it's like 2000, in the 2002, 2003, because it was like we was doing business together, and then even when I was invited to a lot of his different events that I didn't do, she will pop up too. That's why we call her the pop-up queen, because she was trying to get him at the same time I was.
So when you say she, referring to who?
His wife, Remy.
So you call her the what?
Pop-up queen. Yeah, me and his manager, we call her the pop-up queen.
Okay, so before her and him were married or even together, you and Papoose was basically in a relationship.
Already involved, like already communicating, texting, meeting up, things like that, doing the grown-up things.
Okay. So where would y'all up at? If you don't mind me asking.
What'd you say?
Where would y'all meet up at when y'all,
a few times we meet up at the events, then after the events, the hotels. A few times I went up to the barber shop over there in Brooklyn, which was his manager, old shop. My area in Hartford, Waterbury, you name it, I was pulling up. He called, I was there. Or I called him, like, the last given incident. That's why things fell apart, because I started getting involved with somebody. I was involved with somebody else. So I had to slow down our little thing.
Okay, so why do you think Papoose is denying the allegations?
To secure his bag. That's why we made that close, like, secure your bag. To secure the bag.
Say we made a clothing line, meaning you and Papoose?
No, me and another individual from Hartford.
Y'all so you came up with the clothing line, secure the bag, and
me and another guy.
You feel like Papoose are denying the allegations because he want to secure the bag with Remy. Are you saying he owns Remy for the bag?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a white collar crimer, booster, hustler in the streets. She a celebrity, an artist, about to go to jail, got deals after that you already know about. You was dodging her, and all of a sudden y'all got married.
But he also held her down for what?
Exactly. Well, he held her down, don't get me wrong. He held her down to the crown. But that don't mean he was faithful.
So how did it end with you and Papoose?
It ended because, well, to be honest, well, you know, the intimate and all that, the calling each other ended. However, when I had got involved with my baby father, who allegedly was saying that he was the baby father. So that's all I was trying to get him to do, was to take the test to prove that he wasn't. Because my baby father, he just went all over the top to the fact the last time I seen Pat, he had came to Connecticut. I heard him on the radio. He hadn't called me yet. And so I heard him, so I hit him up. I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me you in town, you ain't hit me up? Or we on some funny shit? Because it's getting close, you know, to the release. Like, you feel me?
Okay. So now you say something about a baby. At the time you had another man you was with.
I had, yeah. But I was still going to see him, but it wasn't intimate. Because it was my friend, and we still was doing business.
Okay, so
because I only believe in doing one man, you know what I mean, at a time. Sometimes.
All right, so can you share a little bit more of how did the baby come into play and how
because one
the baby?
Because one day, like I said, he was coming to Hartford to do an interview with Jenny Boom Boom. So he was on the radio, and I heard him, and I called him, and I was like, oh, what's up? He like, what's up? He was like, yeah, I was going to call you when I got there, da-da-da. He was like, so at that little conversation, he shouted me out on the radio, and my baby father heard it in New Haven. He flew on 2 wheels coming to Hartford, Connecticut. So at the meantime, me and my daughter was coming from Mass or New Hampshire somewhere when we was coming. I said, yeah, and I got some goods for you too. So I'm gonna meet up with you at the club or whatever. So we went home, got dressed, came, went. I swear, we was only there at the club for like only 30 minutes, the most. My phone had died. My baby father kept calling my phone. So I had left my phone in the car. So he like rampant. So long story short, I meet up with Pat. I do what I gotta do with him, and then they left. He checked me, let me know that he got back on the highway and stuff. That they got back safe. I went home. So I went home, and I went to go in my room and go to my closet, and my wet washcloth that I had, like when I took a shower and stuff, and I was only out for like 30 minutes. So I was making sure I smell a little something good, you know what I'm saying? So my baby father jumps out the fucking closet, started beating me and with me. So I'm like, you could call him. So he called him, and all Pat had to say was, like, I kept quiet all these years, that it wasn't nothing going on, and I wasn't with him that night. Oh, you hear me?
I'm missing.
I don't know why. Have you hear me? I know. I told you my area where I live at is like sucks. I said, damn, my baby father jumps out the closet, started fighting me and spitting on me and beating on me and stuff. So I'm like, my kids getting involved and everything. So now he calls Pat, and he was like, yo, what's up? Whatever you and my girl. He tells him, talk to your girl, like, get off my line. So I'm like, what? I kept quiet for so long, and you gonna do that? Like, you fucking up my household? He supposed to tell him ain't going on. Shit, I think it. Somebody calling your phone and you see I'm in a crisis.
That's not his responsibility as a man, and as me being a man, it's not his responsibility to tell your dude, man, you know, that's on you. That's between y'all. Like, that's not.
Okay, so if she would have came to me, I would have said the same thing. 12 years.
Okay. So how did that make you feel when Papoose didn't take up for you? Like
I felt bad, but I kept getting tortured by my baby father. Oh, I want a blood test. Oh, I said, let's go. But he didn't want to take it because he didn't want to pay if it was his. You said, so I said, well, let me reach out to him. So when I reached out to him, he was like, man, I can't do that. And, securing his shit and not my shit. And I still never felt no type of way. But the last straw was when now I gotta go to jail for about this shit that me and him, I'm on a bracelet. So it got real ugly.
So that's what I was about to ask you. Did you face any legal or financial obstacles during this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like what was that like? How did that even occur?
I had some legal options, that I was going ice, but being that me and my baby father had this incident while I was on the bracelet, I ended up having to take time. So it's like I went to jail around the same time. She did. But I went before her because I got the call from my agent while I was in prison. I got good news and I got bad news. I said, give me the bad news. She stated, Remy and Pap got married. I just dropped the phone. I'm like, what? How it went from, you don't like her, she too gangster, she act like a nigga, she smoked too much, to y'all getting married. So you can't tell me you ain't secure that bag.
Hold up, but let me back up. You in a whole nother relationship. Don't he have a right to move on with his relationship? And if he decide to get married,
you can move on, but
his responsibility.
You can move on, but cut all ties.
So that's where we at now. Okay, so you saying, okay.
Because at this point, me and my baby father beefing, so I don't give a fuck. So I'm going back and forth now, on some.
But you in jail, she in jail. How could he have ties with you while he holding her down?
Oh, we were still in contact through my agent.
So wait, hold up. So what you saying, Papoose wasn't just...
Oh, no, he had to hold me down. I went to jail with my own shit. He had to hold me down.
Now, what I'm saying is, while he was holding her down,
we were still communicating.
That he was in contact.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again. And then that's when I knew shit was real and serious because I heard it from him. Because we was riding in the Cadillac, coming down what is that? The Brooklyn, with a fucking back road. And that's when he was saying, he finally came out to me, his wife. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to step back. I ain't going to push the issue. I'm going to let that rock. Because I see that, I felt like he really liked the love song because he finally coming out to me after these many years.
Okay, so after all this time, you have a boyfriend, a baby daddy.
Yeah.
Your baby not in contact with you while you in prison?
My baby father, I ain't contact, no, when I go to prison, I drop all male ties. I only call my kids.
But Papoose.
I talked to him through my agent though, cause
okay.
Out of concern. So, my baby father tried to reach out to me, but
okay. So your baby father, you cut him loose. Papoose, you hear that Joseph, Remy, and they going good. And
mind you, I got told I was in jail. So it was it was believing, but it wasn't. Because I haven't seen it or heard it from him. Because me and him got that relationship. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about everything.
So did that make you mad that he was getting married and moving on?
I didn't know he was getting married. He got married in jail. That's what they told me. I can't, how can I get mad? I was upset after I found out they got married.
I'm trying to see, why were you mad if you got a whole baby daddy?
I told you, me and him was on the rocks, and I had let him go. After that, he put his hands on me, spit on me. He like I ain't kill him. So I'm like, I did that. It was only like 9 months. Like I was only with him.
Okay, all right.
It wasn't that was a done deal.
Let's move on. There's a video circulating of you in a car with 2 other women, and you stated you never had sex with Papoose.
What I'm supposed to do? I know. They on live. I'm in hiding. I have a boyfriend. That's the same time.
Listen to the question. Can you explain what you mean by you never had sex with Papoose?
What I'm saying, I was telling them because they were live. And I know them 2 individuals, how one of them is so messy. You feel me? So she's been. Okay,
y'all, my bad. I had to take care of some stuff with my son. Okay. So here we go. So that's what we heard earlier. So let me get on top of this. So basically, let's address a little bit of the lies that they were saying so we can move on to the second half. We heard the first half. We just gonna backtrack a little things, and we're gonna go off into the second half. So notice what happened in the beginning. What's going on, King James? So notice what happened. So this is what they were saying. Before we got this woman interview, this is what people were saying. People were saying that Papoose made a baby with this woman. People were saying that this was a woman that he was messing around with. Basically, this is what they were saying. That he was with Remy, then he started messing around with this woman. He ended up having a baby with this woman. And this was the woman he was having sex with while he was married to Remy Ma. Also, what was being said was that, Pap be preying on women and things like this. What this woman started to address, she actually let it be known while she mad at him. Remember, when this woman is doing this interview, she actually mad at Papoose while she's doing this interview. So for the most part, a lot of things she's saying, bringing clarity to things we didn't know about. But at the same time, it's cleaning up a lot of lies. So when people were saying that, Papoose, he preying on women, right? And that this woman let it be known what it was. Listen to this part.
Get straight into this, man.
Had reached out to somebody that I know from Brooklyn, which is his family member that lived here in Connecticut as well. And we hooked up and he hooked me up with him.
Check this out.
Okay.
Right here.
So when did it turn personal and who came on to who?
When did it come personal with you and Papoose, and who came on to who? Very important question to ask. I like how he asked this question. When did it become personal with y'all? Because y'all started out as business partners first. And when did it come personal, and who the one that came on to who first? Very important question at a time like this when a lot of things being said about Papoose's character, right? That he live off women and all these things like that. And, you got like these women groups that's now getting involved in this bashing men and painting these pictures. But look what this woman say right here. When he asks, when did it become personal and who came on to who first? Look what this woman say.
Hold up. I told you once the story came to me from my assistant, I say, now you know how I do it. I keep it all the way real. You show she gonna be, wanting me to be like the way I am because I'm open-minded. I'm not biased. I'm open-minded to you, and I'm open-minded to the accuser and the victim or suspect, whoever it may be at the time.
Facts.
So you sure you want to go through with this? Because I'm gonna ask you these questions.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get something to drink, please? Because we look like we're gonna be in. Okay, so when did it turn personal, and who came on to who?
It came personal, like I want to say 2004, and I let him know that I was interested in him beyond business.
Beyond business.
And
So
I showed it.
And I showed it. Okay. So she came on to him. She wanted to deal with him more than just business. Not only did she say it, she showed it. Emphasis. So she was very aggressive in her tactics in luring Papoose. He didn't go after her. She went after him. So that narrative is false that's being said out here that he's chasing after women, dealing. No, she let it be known. I came after him. I wanted something more than business, and I showed it. So that's a lie that they have been saying about him when it comes to this. And Clarissa, for the most part, because we see Clarissa did the same exact thing. She pursued him, sought him out, went in his DM, let him know, I want to be down with you. That's what this woman just said too. It wasn't him. It was them. It was her. See what I be meaning by how people is lying? Lying. Tell the truth. Stop taking sides and allow the truth to be what the truth is. Stop adding your stuff to it. Stop stretching it. Stop painting these false narratives. Stop trying to make people join a hate band and just tell the truth and be honest in the story. This woman clearly said, I went after him. I wanted something more than business, and I showed it. Emphasis. She showed it. So she kept it no secret. She also said, I was dealing with him first. It wasn't no Remy when I was dealing with him. I was there first dealing with him. And they wasn't in a relationship together. They were just having sex. They were having casual sex. And Papoose was not married at the time. And they were not in a relationship. They were just having sex because she was interested in him and wanted to be down. Clear. So why are people lying? Hold on, let's listen.
Okay, so did you know that he was married? And if so, why did you agree to physically have a relationship with a married man?
He wasn't married at the time, sir. This was way before him and his wife.
Wait.
That's why it's like 2000, in the 2002, 2003, because it was like we was doing business together. And then even when I was invited to a lot of his different events that I didn't do, she will pop up too. That's why we call her the pop-up queen. Because she was trying to get him at the same time I was.
Okay, there you have it. She was trying to get him at the same time I was. We would call her the pop-up queen because she would be popping up at his events. She would be popping up at his events. That killed that other narrative that everybody was trying to say. Oh, he after her bag, he after her money. Well, apparently it seemed like she was after his. That's what this is coming off as. And it goes back into what he said when he met her. He had a big deal on the table with Kid Slay. I mean DJ K Slay. He had a deal with him. And in that deal, it was supposed to be for something like $1.3 million deal he so-called signed. Okay. So she let it be known that this what it was about. She liked his music, and apparently Remy liked his music too. As bad as we criticize it and say we don't like it, these two women actually liked it for the most part. And some other people liked it too for him to actually have a deal. But notice what the woman say. So this right here cleaned up a lot of the lies that's been being told. First of all, The woman pursued after him. The woman wanted to be with him. The woman was messing with him before Remy Ma was. She liked his music, wanted to be down, and Remy basically was on board with this too. So they both was after him around the same time. This is her testimony. And she's doing this interview at the time being mad at Papoose. Okay, so that killed a lot of the lies out the gate that people were saying. A lot of it. So this wasn't some lady that came out of nowhere while Remy and Pap were together, who Pap made a baby on Remy with. Can come to find out, the lady's clear that Pap is not even her baby daddy. And she got DNA paperwork done to prove he's not the baby daddy. And the baby daddy would be beating her up as a result of him thinking that they still was messing around. Clear. These things are clear. So I don't see why people adding to this lying, and why are you trying to get people to actually hate these people? Stop doing that. Just stay true to the text. Stay true to what's going on and leave it there. Leave it there. Hold on. So those were lies. He wasn't seeking after this woman because of her business and what was in her pocketbook. Apparently she was after him. And apparently Remy was after him too. They both were. Okay? Same thing Clarissa Shields did. Now, that's clear. Now, watch this. We're just going off into what was addressed and established. What about this? Let's go here as we go to the second half.
Tortured by my baby father. Oh, I want a blood test. Oh, I said, let's go. Let's go. But he didn't want to take it because he didn't want to pay if it was his. So I said, well, let me reach out to him. So when I reached out to him, he was like, man, I can't do that. And, securing his shit and not my shit. And I still never felt no type of way. But the last straw was when now I gotta go to jail for about this shit that me and him, I'm on a bracelet. So it got real ugly.
So that's what I was about to ask you. Did you face any legal or financial obstacles during this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like what was that like? How did that even occur?
I had some legal options, that I was going ice, but being that me and my baby father had this incident while I was on the bracelet, I ended up having to take time. So it's like I went to jail around the same time. She did.
Okay. Y'all hear that? Clear.
But I went before her.
Ooh, clear.
Because I got the call from my agent while I was in prison. I got good news and I got bad news. I said, give me the bad news. She stated, Remy and Pat got married. I just dropped the phone. I'm like, what? How it went from, you don't like her, she too gangster, she act like a nigga, she smoked too much, to y'all getting married. So you can't tell me you ain't secure that bag.
Hold up, but let me back up.
Hold on, folks. Turk, back up. So look at what she just said. Now, this right here killed the other lie. Pap was having sex with her while he was married to Remy Ma. The woman just clearly said her and her baby daddy was going through things. She was dealing with Papoose, right? What ended up happening was she catch a case. And while she in jail fighting her case, they ended up giving her the bracelet. So they put her on the bracelet rather than sending her to prison. She get out and she's on the bracelet. While she's still messing with Papoose on the bracelet, she catch another case while on bracelet, by which she is now going to prison. Now, here's the thing. That is a process that takes place. When you violate while you on that bracelet, and now you have to go to prison, you don't just go right away to prison. You have a due process you have to do. You have to appear before a hearing. When they violate you, you got to go before a hearing, and then there's a process to send you to prison. So she said, now while she locked up after violating being on that bracelet, when she sent to prison, her agent tell her Remy and Pap got married. So in other words, they weren't married beforehand. Now they got married. Remy and Pap got married. So they weren't married before. And when you went to prison and you were there before Remy Ma, they got married. They got married. So they weren't married at the time you last was having sexual intercourse with him when you were on the bracelet. So he was not married to her at the time when you were on the bracelet and caught another case by which you had to go do prison time. While in prison, your agent told you Remy and Pap got married. They got married. She dropped the phone in disbelief because she couldn't believe it. That's clear. So no, she wasn't having sex with Papoose while he was married to Remy Ma. Let's listen to it again.
Agent, while I was in prison, I got good news and I got bad news. Bracelet, I ended up having to take time. So it's like
So that's what I was about to ask you. Did you face any legal or financial obstacles
Listen.
during this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like what was that like? How did that even occur?
I had some legal options, that I was going ice, but being that me and my baby fatty had this incident while I was on the bracelet, I ended up having to take time. So it's like I went to jail around the same time.
She went to jail around the same time as Remy Ma. She called a case on her bracelet where she had to go in and do time. And she went in around the same time as Remy Ma. But watch this.
She did. But I went before her.
But I went before her. Meaning, when you went in after last being on the bracelet, messing around with Papoose, from that point on, you had not had sexual intercourse with him at all anymore. From that point, he then later on married Remy Ma in prison over the telephone when you was locked up around the same time, but got there first before her. So that's clear. That's clear. When did you find out they was married?
Because I got the call from my agent while I was in prison.
She got the call from her agent when she was in prison. Here's the good news and bad news.
Good news, and I got bad news. I said, give me the bad news. She stated, Remy and Pap got married. I just dropped the phone. I'm like,
Remy and Pap got married. They got married. Not they is married. They got married. While you've been locked up, they got married. They got married. So Remy is locked up too. She is locked up too. They got married. They got married. The agent told her this. The same agent that was not only her friend, but a mutual friend also with Papoose. So when she would tell her agent to give Papoose a message, it would have to be said, based off this, that Papoose told the agent, I'm married. That stuff me and her had going on before I got married, that's done. I'm married. So the agent told her, I got good news and bad news. The bad news, Papoose is married. That's what he want me to let you know. That's why she said this. What you say after that?
what? How it went from, you don't like her, she too gangster, she act like a nigga, she smoked too much, till y'all getting married. So you can't tell me you ain't secure that bag.
But let me back up. you in a whole nother relationship. Don't he have a right to move on with his relationship? And if he decide to get married,
you can move on, but
his responsibility.
Listen, you can move on, but cut all ties.
So that's why we at now. Okay, so you saying, okay.
Because at this point, me and my baby father beefing, so I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I'm going back and forth now, on some.
So you in jail. She in jail. How could he have ties with you while he holding her down?
Pay attention. You in jail. She in jail. How could he have ties with you while he's holding her down? Now, watch the deception right here. Pay close attention. Listen at this.
We were still in contact through my agent.
We were still in contact through my agent.
So wait.
Watch the contradiction. Watch the contradiction.
So what you saying? Papoose wasn't just.
Oh no, he had to hold me down. I went to jail with my own shit. He had to hold me down.
Now, what I'm saying is, why he was holding her down.
We were still communicating.
That he was in contact.
We were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again.
Listen closely. When I got out of jail, after the agent told her he married now, she get out of jail. What happens when you get out of jail?
And then that's when I knew shit was real and serious because I heard it from him.
That's when she knew it was serious and real because it's no longer coming from the agent now who told her this in jail. Now it's coming directly from Papoose when she get out, when she see him for the first time. And what happens?
Because we was riding in the Cadillac, coming down what is that? The Brooklyn, with a fucking back road. And that's when he was saying, like, he finally came out to me, his wife. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to step back. I ain't going to push the issue. I'm going to let that rock.
Okay, right there. So, from her own admission, while she was locked up, the agent told her Pap and Remy got married. She was in disbelief, dropped the phone, but it wasn't until when she got out and saw him personally, he told her, I'm married. Remy is my wife. Because remember, while she was locked up, she didn't have no contact with nobody. But then she tried to say, oh, we had contact through my agent. No, you were dealing with your agent, wanted your agent to relay a message back to Papoose. He relayed the message back through your agent and tell your agent, let her know I'm married. I'm married now. The agent tell you, I got good news and bad news. What you want first? The bad news or good news? You calling me nephew? Okay.
I see that.
Hold on. Here I come. Okay, y'all, we back. But pay attention to what just said here. Now, this what I be meaning. If you tell the truth, you don't got to struggle so much to find a lie. Stick to the truth. So notice what she says. The agent told her, I got the good news and I got bad news. Which one you want? Because remember, that's obvious that she wanted a message to be relayed to Papoose through the agent. Because if you hear her story earlier, she said her and Papoose wasn't even dealing with each other no more. So while she's locked up, she's trying to reach out to basically any lifesaver she could get to help her out while she in prison. She know the agent, know Papoose, who she used to have dealings with. So she asks her agent basically to relay a message to Papoose. That's common sense, what we see going on. The agent see Papoose, let him know about her situation, and Papoose relayed to the agent, look, tell her I'm married. The agent then speaks back to her, I got good news and I got bad news. Which one you want first? She said, I want the bad news. This how you know that she wanted him or whoever this agent is, she wanted that agent to relay a message to Papoose, and Papoose answer is this. Me and Remy is married now. Remy and Pap got married. She dropped the phone. She drops the phone in unbelief. Can't believe it. So she's in prison, Remy in prison, which will make even more sense for Papoose to even cut off even more. Why? Because you in prison and my wife in prison. I'm not going to play them gang, y'all bump heads with each other. Then no, let her know, agent, me and Remy got married in prison. She in unbelief because that's basically saying, I can't deal with you no more. I'm married now. She say, then she gets out. Look at it. When she get out, hold on, let's go to the text. She get out. Okay, what happened when you get out?
Came out to me, his wild broke like this what is that? The Brooklyn, what you call it, with a fucking back roll. And
what I'm saying is why he was holding her down.
We were still communicating.
That he was in
we were still in communication because even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again. And then that's when
even when I got out of jail, I met up with him again. Not we was meeting up, but I met up with him again. When I got out of jail, I met up with him again. What happened?
I knew shit was real and serious because I heard it from him. Because we was riding in the Cadillac, coming down Brook, like, what is that? The Brooklyn, what you call it, with a fucking back roll. And that's when he was saying, like, you know, he finally came out to me, his wife. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to step back. I ain't going to push the issue.
Okay, right there. So, right there, clearly, that's establishing he did not have sex with her when he first married Remy Ma, because she was behind bars and Remy was behind bars at the same time when he got married to Remy. Then she just said, when I got out, I met up with him. When I met up with him, he said it to me out his own mouth. Personally, Remy is my wife. And according to her, she's saying she fell back. No, you're not falling back. He's falling back, telling you that's my wife. Not only did this message was relayed to you when you was in jail trying to reach out to me through your agent, I told your agent then. Now you hear from me personally, like you wanted. So it ain't you falling back. It's me falling back. That's my wife. So, according to the evidence that we have here of truth, he wasn't having sex with her when he married Remy Ma the first time in prison on the phone. Neither did he have sex with her after Remy got out and they got married again and then had a baby after that. So according to her testimony and what's being said here, he didn't have sex with Remy. He didn't have sex with her while he was married to Remy both times. The first time in prison or the second time when she got out. That's clear. That's the evidence. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. People who in truth heard it. So that's another lie that's killed. That's a whole nother lie that's killed. And what this showed is that he didn't commit adultery on Remy Ma. So far, I don't know about no other woman stuff because that ain't come out yet. But this one right here, this one is clear. He didn't commit adultery on Remy Ma at all so far. So far. So those narratives that's being painted, that's being told are lies. And this is something that women shouldn't be mad about, but you should be happy about because the adultery is a lie, even though he in adultery right now with Clarissa Shields. That's something you can hold him against. That's something he need to be called out on. That's something he need to be ashamed of himself about. But when it comes to this right here, according to the evidence of what she just said in her testimony, he's clear on adultery on those when it comes to her, but not when it comes to Clarissa Shields. Not when it comes to Clarissa Shields. Okay, that's clear, y'all. That's clear. Now, take it a step further. Let's go to the second half of this that we didn't get to examine. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the second half. Here we go.
And you was like, black love? How the fuck is it black love? So when you were saying all that,
I stand by that to this day.
But what I'm saying is, like, do you have something against black love? Or
no, I have something against a liar, a cheater. Like, I mean, you could do, okay, let me rephrase that, because you could do what you want to do, right? But don't sit there and act like it wasn't what it was, and then you get a little into something, and then switch it around. Now you know. Now you know me. Now, what if that video we haven't surfaced?
If the video of you saying you didn't have sex with him wouldn't have never surfaced?
Yeah. You would have still said you don't know me? But we in mad pics and your agents, I mean, your manager and all of them calling my phone, talk about, yo, tell her to chill. His own cousin, I was fucking with his own cousin who's a female. Could vouch for me for that.
So
she was right there when they was calling her phone.
So his cousin.
To get me to shut up.
So you saying Papoose had his cousins reaching out to you?
No, that's who I met. That's who I met from. One of his cousins is a female, a dude, and she have a sister who's gay. That who I was dealing with at the time when I reached out to Tasha K.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and they called her phone. You know this girl from? She just told me to be quiet. She was like, "Don't say nothing." So they was like, "Yo, you know this girl from from Hartford? You know her, right? You know her." Because she's from Brooklyn, right? So they don't really know that we know each other. You understand what I'm saying? But they'll know. We together. She live with me, come every weekend, stay with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so when they called, she's they had told her about what was going on about on the blogs and stuff. But she said I was right here when she talked to that lady. She did not say that was Papoose baby father, that he was her baby father. She just was wanting him to take the test to prove he wasn't. So the blogger is the one who switched the story up.
Okay, so
I guess
now
I didn't know nothing about followers, none of that. I didn't know nothing about that. I was on MySpace.
What do you hope to accomplish by putting your story out today, years later? Why did you want to come forward?
Because every letter my baby father wrote me, or like he just called me today. I kid you not. I was trying to record it, but my phone is
too full.
It's too much storage.
Yeah.
So today somebody was saying, "Oh, I know your baby mother." That's he was like, "That's my baby mother." He said, "Nah, she got baby at Papoose." He was like, "Man," and so they had an argument, whatever. So he like, "Yo," and like so now he's saying if he had not took the test, he will believe that that's the big. I was like, "Are you still on that shit?" Like it was like every letter constantly torturing me.
Okay, so
We done had a test already.
Your man torturing you, Papoose and moved on with his life. This right here can send subliminal messages for people who don't really read between the lines to think that you are trying.
I ain't asked for nobody, no, give me no money. I was offering money. Yeah.
Hold up. That you are trying to break up a happy home. What you got to say to the was and that you're lying and you just trying to break up a happy home. Your man is there and you just upset that Papoose moved on because a lot of people are going to be saying that. What you got to say to those people?
I don't care about none of those people because at the end of the day, that's their opinion of who attracted them and who not, because I didn't have to fix myself to make myself look good. I still got all natural everything. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to say nothing to I don't care because people gonna say what they want to say. Because one thing about me, if I put myself out on social media, I got to accept all this that's coming at me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. It is what it is. They happy, I'm happy. I'm single by choice. Okay? I don't turn down mad marriages. Okay?
Yeah.
So, because I don't want to go through this unless me on the same page. Because I feel to this day, who got they woman I don't want to put on towards you, but I feel like that's my belief. I don't think
Hold up. This is Heads Up Podcast. Speak your mind. Because telling the truth, not hating. Like I say, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Because I just feel like, don't know, in 2023, nobody got their husband or wife to themselves. They doing something. So and if they ain't, they gonna eventually. Because let me tell you something. Having sex is not the only way of cheating. Okay? If you texting somebody at 3 a.m. saying, damn, I miss you, or saying something out of the that's pertaining to intimacy, you're cheating.
Okay, so according to her, in 2023, at that time, that's when she's doing this interview, nobody who's saying that they married really have their husband to themselves or their wife to themselves, because everybody is cheating in 2023. Everybody. That's what she believed. That's why she said, I don't want to be offensive to you, Turk, when saying this, but that's how she believed that you don't have to be having sex with nobody, but even entertaining another woman is considered cheating, because she know that Turk is married. So according to her, she like, in this day and era we living in now, everybody is cheating. Do y'all agree with that? Y'all who in relationships and y'all who married, can you confidently, honestly say your husband, a spouse, or a significant other is not cheating on you? Because that's what she's saying.
But look, check this out. Let me answer. Let me tell you this. They have faithful relationships. They have people that they made mistakes.
It's true, because I want them.
Hold up.
Then why would you say that if you wanted them? Why would you say that, man? Like, come on. Why would you say that, man? You're just contradicting yourself.
They didn't have people who have made their mistakes. And there's no relationship that's perfect. But the thing is, how do you get through your relationship? Nobody should have nobody that's constantly trying to make a relationship not work if people are trying to make it work.
You can't keep no woman or male that don't want to be kept.
What I'm saying is, what do you want from Papoose and Remy at this time? What do you want?
I don't want anything. It's just that it's just so happened things is starting to surface back up. I guess I just found out about a situation that she going through. So it's like I'm getting texts and calls, and it was like, yo, you see that shit? Like, oh, yeah, you probably, or you was right. You know what I mean? Because, come on now. She wasn't faithful while she was in jail.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But What that got to do with what you talking?
It's that when you representing Black love, you gotta walk it. That's my whole thing. You represent Black love, you have to walk it. It shouldn't be no alleges. He slept with me, alleges she slept with that man. It shouldn't be none of that if you walking in Black love.
Okay, so what you saying?
You shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody.
Are you saying that Remy cheating on Papoose? So it's fair game that you cheated on her?
With that, for me growing up and looking on the outside end, I already know. I mean, I got stories about that. That's irrelevant though. However, she always been rough, tough. She kill her, like she thinks she'll kill her, whatever, and doing her thing. So with these dudes. But one thing I could say, when I was in prison when I went to go do the actual time, it was this woman that came from the same prison she was in. I ain't know the lady. I just happened to be in the medical unit. So we was talking. So she heard the nurse call my name. So she was like, you know, Remy and Papoose and I was like, yeah, why? She was like, oh. So she told me story like she was in the federal prison with her. I mean, in the prison with her, and this, that, and the third. And I said, so what is it like being in that type of prison? What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? So she was like, what? I said, oh, because it was an incident about with me and him. So she like, oh, wow. But she up there doing her with females. But I already knew she was on her gay side. You know what I'm saying? From way back with Nikki. You understand? So that's not my business.
Hold on. Now that's the thing. There's always been a lot of speculation behind that. Like many people have called that out, that Remy was a lesbian. Papoose said it, right? Remy Papoose said it. He gave the story that he came home, seen her on bed with another woman, the same woman she used to be locked up with. The same woman she used to be locked up with, Pap said that's who she was laying on the bed with. Not only that, people have been speculating, saying that her and Nicki Minaj allegedly had a thing too, and that's what was part of their feud that they was having. I'm not from New York, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure New Yorkers know this, right? So now this woman saying the same thing, that they know this. Like women, people in New York, people in them circles, they know that. In fact, I seen another thing where they were talking about what was Bow Wow girlfriend called? What was her name? His what's her name? The Martinez girl. What's her name? What's that girl name? What was the Bow Wow girl name? So this woman, no, not Sierra, the other girl. And it started with not Angela Simmons, it's Mena, the Mena girl. What's her name? It's you close, know the ledge. What's that lady name? Angelina, the one who, yeah, Erica Mena, the one who Safari got kids by, right? Erica Mena, and they were saying that Erica Mena was trying to date her too, and trying to get her to do a love and hip. They tried to do a love and hip hop thing where Erica Mena and Remy was going to mess around, but then Remy turned it down, like she don't want to do that. You know what I mean? She don't want to do that. That's online too. But this was not a secret of people in New York, by which they are aware that Remy actually likes women. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't get. I don't know how familiar y'all is when it comes to ladies' prisons. In female prisons, right? Like over 90% of the population of female prisons are lesbians. And if they not lesbian, well, they are. Because ain't no such thing as I'm just doing it while I'm locked up. But that's what they do, right? Now, a lot of people don't like to admit the truth, but I'm gonna show y'all something, right? I'm gonna show y'all something. Cause we're gonna let the evidence speak for itself. Hold on, right? We're gonna let the evidence speak for itself. I just typed something up. Hold on, wait. Something just caught my attention. Okay, let me show y'all something. This what I mean. So this is exactly what I mean. I'm going to show y'all something, right? I got that one. Hold on, wait. I'm going to show y'all something. Hold on, wait. What is going on here? Okay. Where's all the dang on pictures at? Okay, let's go here. Okay. What did they do? Did they do they call themselves blocking me? Let me see. Where are the pictures and stuff? Okay, I got it. Let me just see. Hold on, them video. Come on, video. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? Because a lot of people is in denial about stuff, right? They're in denial about these things. I'm gonna just show you something, right? Boy, the evidence. No one could get around the evidence. These receipts is killers, boy. Okay. So let's go into these receipts. Hold on, man. Where are the rest of the videos? Hold on. Okay, let's go here. This got to be this it. Yeah, these may be it. Hold on, wait, what the hell? Okay, let me see. I'm trying to show y'all this. I want y'all to see this. Where is this? I'm trying to show y'all these pictures, right? I want to show y'all something real quick. Okay, so they took the pictures down. Why did they take the picture? They taking the pictures down. They want people to see. They took the pictures down. This is crazy. Why did they take the pictures down? God, oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. They took the pictures down because they know people finding out the truth. Yeah, they know people finding out the truth. They took the pictures down. No, let me see. I'm going to try this one more time. See if I can find these pictures because they took the pictures down. Let me show y'all something. Oh, she still got them up. That's crazy. She didn't take it down. Okay. All right. So many of my close friends that lost again can't lost multiple pit. My husband went 3 dance on his side of the family and all the front of the way together and going and then she still got this stuff up. Okay. Nevertheless, I believe we will get through this. Please stay strong, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Okay. All right. They took them down. They took the pictures down. They took the pictures down. I'm finna show y'all. They took the pictures down, man. I can't even show y'all, man. They took the pictures down. I can't even show y'all. I was gonna show y'all the LGBTQ outfits that Remy was modeling and wearing. So according to this, she was saying that it's no secret. They know. Watch this.
It was like, what? I said, oh, because it was an incident about with me and him. So she like, oh, wow. But she up there doing her with females. But I already knew she was on her gay side. You know what I'm saying? From way back with Nikki. You understand? So that's not my business. I don't care because I'm bisexual. You know what I mean? But for that lady just to come out and tell me that was already had a female up in there, I believe it. I believe it because you know, that's just like if you know your wife, you know what she'll do and what she won't do. You don't know what she'll say and what she won't say, right? I'm an observer, so I know what she will do and what she won't do.
But the thing is this. Hold up. The thing is this.
And she cut throat. And she's cut throat. You cross or you done.
Hold up. What do whatever she did have to do with what you did or what you didn't do with Papoose to interfere?
It has nothing to do with, I'm just saying that it's just surfacing back up. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody even wrote something on Facebook that I had to tell them to take it down. Like, that's old, let it go. You know what I'm saying? However, but me and you already discussed this way before the cheating allegations, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But we just had not got around to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
it don't really have nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing from them. I don't, I'm doing me. I'm okay. I'm financially stable.
Papoose said he don't know you. Papoose said he never had no relations with you. You saying he lying. You saying that he did. You saying Remy cheated on him, which, that's something else. Because, you wasn't there. That's he said, she said.
Right, that's why, that's he said, me said, we said.
That don't, like I say, we as the people, we don't know. Is your word, is his word.
Well, listen.
Where do you go?
I got times, date, details, all that. That don't sound like a liar.
Every time y'all had sex, you wait.
I took pictures with mad artists.
Wait, you got time? Wait. You said you got.
I took pictures with mad artists. This could have been put on. This could have been said about any of them.
Hold on, you got details.
What money he had? What money he had that I ain't put in his pocket? Put in his pocket. What did he have before he got with Remy? For me to gain anything, I just wanted him to come clean about everything, like to my baby father. But it's been left when it got to the blogging and the twisted and all that.
Hold on, talk to Papoose right now. Papoose in front of you. What would you tell Papoose right now?
I would tell him why, with the friendship, the love, and the intimacy that we had. Why would you lie and say first you didn't know me, but then when you get this video, you want to secure your bag, and now all of a sudden you know me? I feel hurt. Hell yeah. But not hurt enough to corrupt his marriage and do all. No. Nah.
So are you willing to take
Especially, I'm one of those that put money in your pocket and what?
Are you willing, if it came down to it, and they put both of y'all in the room?
I even told them I'll pay for a lie detector.
Take a lie detector test that you're telling
the hell? I told them.
Are you willing?
But everybody wanted me to be quiet, pay me, this, that, and the third.
Are you willing to take a lie detector test that you're telling the truth?
Yes. I've been told them that.
Okay. So
I've been told them that. I told them that first. I told them that first. Before that video even came out, I told them that first. Because I'm one of those that you got to put the proof on the pill on the table. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been told them. But then his side was talking me out of it. I could call her right now, his cousin Kitten, who they call to tell me to be quiet.
Okay.
She been willing to talk.
So the baby allegations, that's not his baby.
I never said he was the baby father.
So where did those,
I know who my baby father is.
Where did those allegations, or where did the mix-up come in?
Because I told you it was because my baby father that night said I was with him when he came to Hereford. But I wasn't.
Father.
I stopped at this very light right here where I stay at right now. I wasn't staying here before, but this very light right here, and met him and gave him what I gave him. He gave me the $400. I gave him his gift cards and he left. I did not sleep with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all hear it first on Heads Up podcast. Do you got anything that you want to say?
Do they got anything they got to ask me?
Anything that you have going on that you want to let people know about? Like I say, man, I only give people the heads up. That's it. Where it go from here.
Well, my heads up is I'm about to put together, my little show with my documentary that to prepare with my book, and that's all I'm working on right now.
So in your book, is it a tell-all book? Are you doing a book?
Yeah, it's tell all.
So do you have like other people who you're gonna be talking about in your book? Other rappers or anything of that nature?
They want me to give it cutthroat and stuff, but like I don't want to get all into stuff like that because like now people marry, you know what I'm saying? That's old. I don't want them to feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's
So
and then some people I gained to.
Okay, is this done now? Do we gotta keep listening to some more? I don't know. Is she finna tell some more, or do we need to keep listening to this? Or do we need to keep listening to this? Which one is it? Okay, because it seems like she ain't got nothing else to talk about. It don't seem like nothing else is left. Okay, so ain't nothing else to talk about on this. I think it's clear. So apparent to the so here's the thing that's on the table. Was Remy cheating when she got married while in prison, laying down with other women? Because according to her, Remy was in prison messing around with other women while she was married. But what we do know when it comes to this woman, I'm only saying this woman so far, who people were using to say that Papoose broke his marriage vows with, according to her, it didn't happen based upon the timeline she gave when she last had sex with him when she was on a home arrest bracelet before he married Remy Ma. So it seemed like he's clear on that. Now, I put the link down there. People want to come up and have the conversation. You're welcome to come up and have the conversation. If you got questions in the comments, I'm willing to answer those questions. This some of the fake stuff I don't like, right? So sis, Sugar and Spice said this. I just got to keep it 100, sis. So I guess somebody said, I'm obsessive with this story. So she say, I agree. Battle is obsessive with this. I'm not obsessive with this story. So everybody else covering it, they okay. Everybody else covering it every day, no problem. But I'm covering it. I'm obsessed with it. That's what I be meaning. Like, I'm the one obsessed with it. Nobody else ain't obsessed with it, but I'm obsessed with it. This stuff be crazy to me, man. Okay. I just get to the bottom of the truth. When something is put out there, I don't have to battle with the truth. I accept the truth. Okay. So I leave that to other people to wrestle with. You can wrestle with it all day you want, but the woman let it be known what went on. You know what I mean? Right. My home girl, Donna, she said that I guess I'm obsessed too. Right. Everybody who keep even them who keep tuning in with it, huh? The only way you know that it's time for me to leave it alone is when I put it up there and nobody show up. So if people showing up listening, come on, man, that sounds crazy. But this is a community now. It's a community. Listen, let me tell you something. It's a community made around this story now. You know what I mean? And maybe I may be the pioneer of Mount Rushmore of that, of bringing a community together about this story. Since I the one been covering it the longest. You know what I mean? But notice I'm covering what they continue to put out here. It ain't like they not putting nothing else out here. Every time, listen, I'm right or wrong, y'all. Every time they always do something new, don't they? All the time they always do something new. And there's always somebody else being added to the program in a celebrity world. We just content creators covering what they put out here. They keep doing all these interviews, all these lives, and people coming out on them from their past. Then people coming out on them from their past. These people, them telling them stuff. We just covering it. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. That's the real truth. Every time she just did Cam Newton. Before she did the Cam Newton, we just had on the other people channel. What's they channel? Night Armor. What's them people name? Where the lady Shanika asked the question. What was that show?
Oh.
When Shanika did ask the question about how long you gonna be in this marriage with another man's wife. How long you gonna allow yourself to be messing with another woman's wife?
What was that show called?
Yeah, wasn't that the Young Jock show?
Oh, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but basically that's what my point I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Like every time you look up, they doing something new, doing something different, into it with somebody different. Like it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. She just got into it with Shanika. Then she got into it with what's the Eva Marcel. Then they saying she getting into it with another lady named from the Mafia Girls. What's that girl name? I ain't even touch on that. She into it. Then was into it with 50 Cent. Then was into it with Maserati Bud. Then was into it with what's her best friend name? The one girl, Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Then they into it with Shalita. Then Jada Boxer, her other friend, steady bombing on everything. Then into it with Elisa Bumgarner. Then she stayed back and forth picking with Remy on that stuff. Then she like it. The story never go nowhere because it's always something different, something new every day.
But wasn't this story ain't somebody else using this story to be saying that Pap was cheating on Remy with? That's why you covering this?
Yeah, I'm covering it because it's actually the lady. Well, I'm covering it for a lot of reasons. First, a lot of people was lying on this lady. Like a lot of people was lying on this lady. They were saying this lady's child was Papoose. Remember, people were saying that online. Oh, Papoose made a baby on Remy Ma, and they were talking about this lady's baby. You know what I mean? And this lady, like, he's not my father. She did do the breakdown. Then they was also saying, oh, this who he was cheating on Remy Ma with when he was married to Remy Ma. He was married to Remy Ma, cheating on her. And we just find out, according to the timeline thing that she laid out, that was not true. We also see that people saying, oh, yeah, Pap was after her but yet we see she the one who was after him. See what I mean? It's like, why so many lies when you could just tell the truth based upon what they saying? Like why just tell the truth?
And she tried to say like, I went and took a shower so that I could smell good, like, you know what I mean? And then I went and met him, but it was only like 30 minutes. And then afterwards I left and went home, and then my baby daddy was in the closet and he was beating me, spitting on me. And then he called Pap, and Pap like, that's, ask your woman. But then later on she said she went and met with him to sell some gift cards.
Yeah.
But if you first hear it, you would think that, okay, people would be like, well, what was they doing in the 30 minutes? Because she also said she took a shower. But really, she just went to meet him to sell some gift cards because she's a booster.
All women are boosters. What's he talking about? You steal. Stop acting like you don't steal. You ain't never stole. I don't believe that. Women steal. Stop with them games. You ain't never stole.
Well, guess what? If I stole to
that's
go
right.
take,
Tell it.
Shut up. If I stole to go take him some gift cards, I show ain't me taking a shower and all this and that. That's irrelevant. I just went to go get my money and get these gift cards off.
That's not irrelevant. What if your box tangy? You need to keep that fresh. Stop with the game.
Please.
All women need to take 2 baths a day. One when you wake up, one when you go to sleep. You taught that from a childhood. You got to keep that right there. And men is taught from kids, never leave the house. Never leave your house
with dirty underwear.
That's right, with dirty underwear. Never leave your house with dirty underwear.
That was taught to girls too.
Yeah, but y'all break that rule a lot.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, but let me ask you this, Night Armor. You've been listening to it. You know you're one of my favorites to talk to, man. Let me ask you this. What did you think overall of what was being said that you found out basically what wasn't true? Now you heard a lot of the things. You've been following the story a lot. You heard a lot of the things that was actually being said, and now when you hearing the woman speak for herself and things like that, like, let me ask you this: what stood out the most for you out of what this woman was just talking about?
That I never heard her say that they were ever in a committed relationship. It just sounded like it was something that, they hung around each other or kicked it, but they was never in a committed relationship.
Oh, so you saying that you used to hear before this came out, she got to telling that people were trying to say they was like in a relationship together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she definitely never let that be established. It was always basically known that they probably not always known, but basically what they had was friends with benefits. That's what it appeared to be.
And because she was also dealing with her baby dad. Well, to have a baby, you got to carry a baby for 9 months. So when were you ever? It sounded like she was just doing whatever she wanted to do, messing with whoever she wanted to mess with, and didn't ever think that her baby dad would find out what it was that she was also doing on the side. And then when it did come out, because she couldn't keep it together, now she mad that the other guy didn't help her out. But that's the mess that you created. It wasn't a problem until it was a problem.
Right.
But Pap didn't owe you. He didn't owe you nothing one way or the other. And by him saying,
oh no, go ahead.
By him saying like talk to your girl, to me, that seemed like that's what a lot of guys would basically say. I would be more mad if a person would have been like, oh yeah, this happened, that happened, like, no, don't say nothing.
I would have said that too, especially after the time where when you actually listen to the story, she had said her and Pap had been stopped messing around with each other. So why is your baby daddy calling me now? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it still helped, and by him saying that, like, talk to your girl. To me, that still, if she had any game, that would also help her, because then she could have been like, well, I told you it wasn't nothing. He didn't say nothing more. So see, like, I told you it wasn't nothing.
Yeah. The crazy thing about that too is that men kill each other. This what I was trying to get this what I was saying earlier when the woman said what she was saying. What she basically was saying, when her baby daddy basically he was beating her basically, and she was like, okay, you could call him for yourself, call him.
Mm-hmm.
But when he called Papoose, he was very aggressive towards him. You get what I mean? Because he was already emotional after what he had just did to her. You know what I mean? So he was very aggressive towards her. That's why she said Pap was basically telling him, like, bro, get up off my line, talk to your girl. You know what I mean? And he hung up. And she like, dang, why he didn't save me type stuff. Hell, how I'm gonna save you with you? That's your man. You know what I mean? How could I save you?
How was he supposed to know that you over there getting beat?
Yeah, but even still though, even if you is getting beat, hey, call the police. Call the police, man. How I'm supposed to come to your house with your man when me and you ain't even been messing around with each other. I don't know what you done. I don't know what you telling this dude. You get what I mean? So I don't know.
She said that she just took him some gift cards.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And was that and then she like, oh, he popped out of the closets. People like that, that's the people that be putting their hands on women, that don't be their first time. They done did that stuff before. So again, if she knows she was dealing with that kind of guy, that's more reasons why you either just stick with that guy, but ain't no messing with nobody else, going to meet nobody else, because you already know the kind of man that you got.
Okay, let me answer my girl, Shopaholic. You know you my girl. You know you my girl, sis. She said Pap was using her for what he could do, what she could do for him. See, look, you know you my girl, right? I listen, man. When this question is asked,
so when did it turn personal, and who came on to who? Okay. Can I get something to drink, please? Because we look like we're gonna be in. Okay, so when did it turn personal, and who came on to who?
It came personal, like I want to say 2004, and I let him know that I was interested in him beyond business.
Beyond business.
And I showed it.
Okay, so that's clear, right? Night Armor. So why do people say Pap be seeking after these women and take advantage of these women when what we seeing here is it's the other way around? Okay, for instance, Night Armor. Who came after Papoose? Clarissa, or did Papoose come after Clarissa?
Clarissa.
Right. Clarissa on record clearly saying, I went in his inbox. I went in his inbox. I invited him. So she pursued him. He didn't pursue her. So Clarissa pursued Papoose. Then we see this woman right here saying, I went after him. I wanted to deal with him more than just business. And she go a step further, say, and I showed it. So I didn't only say it. She was doing other things. She was adamant to it, to the point where she wasn't taking no for an answer.
Yeah, so she was willing to do whatever she had to do to get him.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, shopaholic sis. So when you say this, sis, right, and you say Pap was using her for what she could do for him, that's not true. Because if you actually even hear what she say before that, like look what she say before that about Pap. But what probably made her pursue him. Back here, she said this.
If it off, whatever you got it, so I can get the
Oh,
sound.
you hear me now?
But so we gonna get straight into this, man. Tell us who you are and where you're from. Me, Papoose.
Man, back in like 2002 or 3, I think it was 3. And I just liked his music, you know, the alphabetical lyricist he was the king of.
See that? Now there we go. She liked his music. And remember, Night Armor, this is during the time where this is what, look, I'm just going by what was being said in New York. I know how people feel about him right now. We just putting our feelings aside. Look, stop putting your feelings involved in this, right? Let's just go by what we know to be true. We taking this back like none of this stuff that's happening now ever happened. She said she liked his music. So she liked his music. And she was helping him basically promote shows and parties and things like that. She said throughout this interview. So she liked his music. Remember, Papoose said he had a $1.3 million with DJ K Slay, right? DJ K Slay, and that he was one of the hottest up and coming dudes in the game at that time. And according to this woman, she's saying she liked his music. He was real pop. What he was real popular from, that a lot of people be saying, this alphabetical slaughter. I have never heard it before, but I have heard people mention him for this.
Me too.
So, and she just said that's what she liked about him. She liked his music and his alphabetical slaughter. It's sort of like when you in college or high school and you one of them good athletes that people see potential in you, knowing you're going to make it one day to the NBA or the NFL. So girls ain't ignorant to that who know about these type of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's seeing Pap like, dang, he the next up and coming dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like his music. Plus, she from New York, so we know the hip hop culture in New York, where you see, and that's another thing too. When it comes to being an MC, you are known to be a respected MC when you have a lot of material. And it was recognized by a lot of people that Pap had rhymes for days, raps after raps after raps after raps after raps after raps. So he had a catalog of raps for days. So according to this woman, she liked his music. And I wouldn't doubt that she was attracted to what he might could be and might could become, seeing that he was the next one up.
Mm-hmm.
So according to her, she wanted to do more than just business with him. She wanted to go further than that. So it don't seem like he's seeking these women out for the most part who we're talking about. Seem like they were seeking him out. Even as much when it come to Remy, that she say that, watch this.
So I just had reached out to somebody that I know from Brooklyn, which is his family member that lived here in Connecticut as well. And we hooked up and he hooked me up with him.
Okay. So when did it turn personal and who came on to who?
It came
Hold up. I told you once the story came to me from my assistant, I say, now you know how I do it. I keep it all the way real. You show she gonna be, wanting me to be like the way I am because I'm open-minded. I'm not biased. I'm open-minded to you, and I'm open-minded to the accuser and the victim or suspect, whoever it may be at the time. So you sure you want to go through with this? Because I'm gonna ask you these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get something to drink, please? Because we look like we're gonna be in. Okay, so when did it turn personal, and who came on to who?
It came personal, like I want to say 2004.
Okay. So basically, right
And
there,
I
man.
wasn't
We ain't
married
gotta
at the
keep going
time,
on.
sir.
Right here.
A married man. Bumble.
He wasn't married at the time, sir. This was way before him and his wife.
Wait.
That's why it's like 2000, into 2002, 2003, because it was like we was doing business together, and then even when I was invited to a lot of his different events that I didn't do, she will pop up too. That's why we call her the pop-up queen, because she was trying to get him at the same time I was.
So when you say she,
Okay, right there.
referring to who?
His wife, Remy.
Okay, so he wasn't seeking after them. They were seeking after him. They were going after him, basically trying to get
They
what
both
his.
were doing the same thing.
They both were doing the same thing, and again, he had the deal, 1.3 million he had on the table. So that's clear. So, but yet, notice the picture that people have been painting. Pap going after these women, Pap using these women, Pap doing this to these women. When in reality, it's actually them, Clarissa, Remy Ma, and this girl right here. That's what this is what the record is showing. But this is what he said. Hold on. Let's go to what he said. Cause see, this what I be liking, man. I be liking the truth. I be liking the truth. Okay. Let's see. Cause it seemed like, you know what's crazy? What that woman saying, Pap hadn't even dissed Remy yet. Remember, that was in 2003. This is 2004 when Pap is addressing Remy. Now watch he say the same thing this lady was saying. Watch this. You heard what the lady said. Watch what Pap say. Hold on, I gotta find it. Let me just make sure.
I was didn't stop talking with this nigga. Like, we didn't know come there so we could have a wedding for my son. This. I hate to say this, y'all. Straight, I suspected it. Catch him. So that's the only time where I stopped paying bills. Outside of that, I got records. Aside from the family and tricking on this, not saying nothing. I'm gonna catch this nigga. Through the process of dealing with what I was dealing with her, being in the house with my daughter, because she's not gonna be able to move.
Hold on.
Mind you, I'll handle that, and we'll get. There are people who interact with us that disrespect you. As the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time
here we go.
They hiding from something.
Here we go.
It's still here. Me buying her gifts. All that materialistic. If you notice, her entire thing was about materialism. Just fabricating. She just recently told me she don't got no money. So what you talking this money talk? Hey, this is what I got in my account. Let's keep it a buck.
Right. See, this what I'm telling y'all, it's a setup. She's saying he broke. He says she broke. But she talking about she not getting a divorce until he stopped asking for half.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's a game. It's a game.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle, just like you said.
It's a hustle. How people not seeing this? And then listen,
I'm 20 years. The only thing I know about is what I'm in for 20 years. She's still counting and adding up the time.
And then people is acting so damn retarded. You're trying to choose a side of her over him. This her husband. She still support this dude. He still support her. and people literally going out of their way to try to do her bidding like she hate this dude.
They was just at the first store together. Hello.
You get what I mean? Like real, like that's how retarded these people are starting to get. That they literally trying to make it seem as though Remy hate this dude and can't stand him and want nothing to do with him, and they don't even see that they work together. Hold on.
So you want to fabricate these stories? I don't have to fabricate to impress anybody. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker. Everybody know I came from the bottom. Everybody know I went from artist, transition to executive. All of the times y'all see me support this woman, any song, any video she dropped. Show me one post of her saying, subscribe to TuneCore. Show me one. Just show me one. Show me one, guys. When I drop the album every month, every single month, as the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time I got to the end of the year and I caught that feature with Lil Wayne, she ain't come home no more. She started staying out. There's people very close to you. When you did that, they said, Pat, we know her for a long time. Don't pay her no mind. She's only doing that to throw you off of your grind. She see you finally about to be successful again, bro. It's been a long time. You deserve it. You know what she did? Start staying out, not coming home. So I could go on and on about her. She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music. Witnesses her come home. Witnesses have the big speaking with my actions. I don't do this. I don't clout chase. I have written around. It's everything that I bought. Research. As I did my research, and I decide that we're going to go to therapy. And I don't want to go away from the point. Okay, so we did the therapy. Right. So I go to the up later on down the line.
I'm looking for when I'm looking for when he talk about the $1.3 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Hole in my knuckle. Hey, listen. I know I'm a bad white. This is going on. She sent me a random text. I said, yes. Come on, son.
Back then, that 1.3 was a lot.
Yeah.
Try to call me
1.3 a lot right now.
I mean, yeah, it is, but I'm saying back then it really was.
Would be in the map. She just recently told me, talk about me buying you gifts. Work it out. I said nothing. And she said, are you in the hospital? Me for the longest, when I knocked them out, you know, damn. Ever since Ken, I had to do this, but I had to do it. I had to do it. Everything, as far as my clothes, guess what, y'all? When I left, I didn't want nothing. Foremost, right now, the situation that he's in, but that doesn't change the I kept calling my phone. Throughout the duration of me being home with my child, guess what, y'all? He's still gonna deal with her. Let me just move along with the story. She had a certain individual, baby birthday, my birthday. She thinks that y'all think she rich. This is the same individual who just texted me a screenshot and said, this is how much money I got. You know what I'm saying? But moving on along.
You heard that?
Mm-hmm.
So the most important part is
she want everybody to think she rich. See what I mean?
I believe that.
It's a hustle. It's a hustle.
Not the materialistic things, what she seems to keep talking. Okay? So I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room. Buy her so bad that I knew that.
Where's that at?
How your family still love me? So I said, damn. So I can admit that I'm gonna be sitting here bullshitting. Her situation is to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. I visited her. Cool. She would cry to me after expense. Okay. Man, I just rap on the plane.
There you go, right there.
Me. So that's the only time where I stopped paying bills. Outside of that, I got records, all paid from my account, documented. Her civil suit, documented, my account. Also, I wanted to add before I end this live, When I first met her back then,
Here you go.
everybody knew I was on top of the world. $1.5 million man.
1.5 million. Not 1.3, 1.5. Remember what the lady said when asked by Turk in 2023. How you meet him and who pursued who first. And she basically told him, I loved his music. They was doing shows together, promoting shows and things like that. And I wasn't the only one after him. Remy was after him too. Remy was after him too. She had him first, but Remy was after him too. And they was calling Remy Mrs. Pop-Up because everywhere he would be, she would be popping up to his shows and events. Right? So look at what he say right here. Look at what he say.
Hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. Everybody knew I was on top of the world. The $1.5 million man. Hottest rapper on the planet. Y'all seen it. She reached out to meet me. She reached out to say, I want to meet your artist. Long story short, I don't even want to get into all that.
There go again. See you see the thing. So we saying she reached out to him too. Like the lady said, I reached out to him. Like Clarissa Shields said, I reached out to him. But what's being said is that he's the one using all women. But here in the thing, Papoose actually say why it is that he allowed himself to deal with Clarissa Shields. I'm finna play that too. Watch this though.
That's old news. I'm only bringing that up to y'all to say this. She came to meet me. I was on top, in all aspects of my life, on good, doing good.
So how was he securing the bag when he was the one that had the bag?
When he was on top.
Yeah, he had the bag in the beginning, and people don't deny that. That was a fact. He had the bag in the beginning, even though Remy would blow up later on. But according to Pap, he even wrote that. That's why he said, I wrote your biggest songs. You know what I mean? Watch this though.
My feet, 100%. Her situation took place. Like I said, I left my tour, came back, bailed her out. When I bailed her out, nothing but expense after expense after expense after expense. Remember, she got remanded. She flew trial. They took her right away. I had to pay to pack her crib up, pay to put everything in storage, pay the storage bill every month, get a condo closer to the jail so I could visit her every day. Visit her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear. Pap, you got to get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her.
That's the part people leave out. That's the reason behind why he sacrificed everything. And I don't believe he's lying right there. When this your first time in prison, you a mother, you got a young son, you ain't used to this life. When you see things was just about to go good for you, and now you got to do 7 years in prison, you got convicted in trial, and now you stripped of all that.
And normally everybody leave you when you do go to prison.
Right. And plus you a female. So you really, really emotionally hurt behind this a lot. You get what I mean? And you're not going to do little time. You're going to do damn near 10 years. You got to do 7 years in prison. So that's a long time for you to have a young son out here and your career about to blow up and everything is going to be taken away from you. And like he said, I believe this part to be true. Because any woman will be broke behind this.
Visiting her every day, driving back and forth to the visit to see her every day. Slay everybody in my ear. Pap, you got to get to work. You can't visit her every day. But when I speak to her on the phone, she would cry to me. She was so upset. She was broken. They broke her. She would constantly cry. I knew she needed me. Kept visiting her. Cool.
That's probably what led to the marriage too. If you getting these calls, because that's exactly what you're gonna do in jail. All you're gonna do is keep on calling, especially when you first get there. You're gonna keep on calling, keep calling, collect. And the only thing you can do is keep saying, "I miss you, babe. I miss you. I miss you." And that's probably, you know, you're gonna be here for me. Let's just be real. You're gonna be here for me. You're gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna be here for you. Matter of fact, I'm about to marry you while you locked up to let you know I'm gonna be here for you. I'll marry you while you locked up. We're gonna get married while you locked up, and I'm gonna be there.
Well, everybody forget that part though.
Right. Like, come on. I just like to be realistic to what's going on.
In the process of me doing that, I'm running back and forth to the jail for a year straight. I exhausted all my funds.
There you go.
I exhausted all my funds at that point. So
I believe that.
Me too.
Why would he lie about that? I exhausted all my funds, paying for your lawyer, paying for trials, packing everybody up, getting the house closer to the prison so we could visit you more, taking care of your family, taking care of my family, taking care of your son.
Collect calls add up.
Especially back in them days.
Man.
Back then, yeah.
when that transpired, I had to get back to work. That's why I only visited her every day for a year straight. But after that, I had the space to visit out to like 3 times a week. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a Mother's Day, never missed a single holiday. I was there. The whole thing, right? So now I started to get back to work. I started to release certain music, but it wasn't the same for me because when I had that moment when I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off it. When she blew trial and I started to get caught up in everything that was going on with her, you know what I'm saying? You had a couple individuals who was supposed to be there when the situation.
Okay, he just said something that went unnoticed there that a lot of people don't get. He said, when I caught that buzz and I was on fire, I was supposed to capitalize off that. And that's actually true. What happens when you in the game, you have these hot spots where your grind is starting to pay off because of all the work you putting in that you is starting to build a certain demand. But if you don't capitalize off of it, it's other people working too all over too that getting these hot spots and buzzes too. That if you're not capitalizing off yours, they're going to overshadow yours. And then you become like yesterday's news compared to what today. What's that saying that Fat Joe them be saying all the time? They be like, yesterday's prices is not today's. What they say? They got this. People know what I'm talking about. They got this saying where they say that all the time.
They should have it with a bag. They got hands put on them, and they were saying I did it, so I couldn't attend the trial or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So with that type of information going on out there, and a lot of other things I was getting into that had nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? As a young artist coming up, my deal folded. So she went away, my deal folded, and I started visiting her every day. I exhausted all my funds doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
right there, see that? My deal folded. I exhausted all my funds. My deal folded. And look at what he say. I'm young. I'm like 20-something years old. You get what I mean? He's still
not what a 20-something-year-old would do.
Yeah, he's still trying to figure things out. But yet you still trying to be responsible to a family. That's crazy. 20-some years old with 1.5 million actually surrounded by all these stars. Hell, you ain't thinking about a girl locked up in jail. I ain't thinking about it. I'm finna get 3-4 video vixens. Right. I'm just telling you what a 20-year-old thinking about.
That's why I said that. That's why I said that.
What?
She does. She's lying in the eye.
Watch this. Now, this is when Papoose, this basically him telling on himself, deciding this is when I started messing with Clarissa Shields. Watch this.
My phone ever with dates on stuff. Just like I told y'all, all of the rhymes I wrote for her, 90% of her music, if I go on my email draft and you just take a line, you say a random line from one of her songs, and you write that line, keyword search.
This part finna be funny. When he be imitating Remy, on this part right here finna be funny.
Whole rhyme pop up. 2014, 2016, 2015, 2019, 2018, the whole shit. But she want to go in here to y'all and say, if he wrote any of my raps, come on, Rem, don't do that, man. You know I've been writing. But that's not. I'm not here to tear you down. That's neither here nor there. But once I told her to stop lying to everybody saying that I've been with Clarissa when I just met her July, and when we just met, it's documented, she switched gears. Oh.
Hold on, wait.
Clarissa.
Oh, it's right up there.
If they know that about me, you can't change the people's mind about that. How many times I done went crazy over you? How many times I done held you down? They know that about me. So what I'm just trying to say to you.
See, when he say that, that's him actually pleading for his wife to come back. When he say, how many times I went crazy over you and did things to show my love for you. You could peep between the lines that he
To
knows.
prove.
Yeah, that he want to come home. You know what I mean? Watch this though.
If they know that about me, you can't change the people's mind about that. How many times I done went crazy over you? How many, and now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you gonna tell me it's all yours, and I
right here,
start all over?
Right here. There you go.
You know what? As a man, I'm gonna do that.
Come on.
You know what I did, y'all? Started all over.
Right there.
As a man, though, so at this time,
Here you go.
All this
part funny. This part real funny.
Once she started getting money, and I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it. She separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do?
Remy.
This is all mine. What did you do?
Remy said, "What?" He said, "Once Remy started getting money, he said we were dollar for dollar at first. Once she started getting money, she started separating things. Talk about, hold on, this is mine. Oh my gosh!
Once she started getting money." And I'm talking about we was dollar for dollar with it. She separated everything. Oh, this is all mine. What did you do? No, but I'm trying to figure out what did you do? I'm like, huh? You didn't do anything. This is all mine. I said, are you serious? As a man, though, even though you just...
That ain't right, cause let's just be honest, Night Armor. That ain't right, cause in the marriage, what do that mean in the marriage? Let's be honest. What do it mean in the marriage, Night Armor?
Yeah, it's all together. It's not one or the other. It's all together.
Right. It's all together. Come on now.
You win, we win.
Right.
Stab me in the back. You just crossed me. I can't complain because I'm a man. So I'm just gonna get back on the grind. I said, damn, you serious? I just invested in you your whole bid. I just invested in you when you went away. I came and bailed you out. I took care of the kids. I took care of my stepson. I took care of your whole entire family who I love and got the utmost respect for. I hope they don't feel no type of way because I'm saying this, who she's mad at right now because they still love me. And now that you finally getting a couple dollars, you're gonna tell me it's all yours and I gotta start all over?
There you go. There you go.
I said, you know what? As a man, I'm gonna do that. And what I did, y'all, started all over.
There you go. There you go.
And that's where Clarissa came in.
Started all over. There you go. Oh no, man. I just weigh out the evidence, man. I weigh out the evidence. And when weighing out the evidence, I just see it. And you know another reason why I believe that? Because I go by what Remy said too. Remy don't accuse him of being with girls. Remy don't accuse him of being with girls by which they split. Remy accused him of not financially bringing it to the table. Like that's what she be talking about.
You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else.
Let me right there. Let me know she don't really have a complaint about him. For real, she don't really have a complaint about him. Right there, like that right there said a lot because she going through this drill of what it is she don't like about him. She not mentioning girls. She talking about your failed career. But hold on, my career failed because of I sacrificed it for you. Because you was crying on the phone doing a prison bit and needed me to be there for you. But you want people to believe that you a tough gangster. I don't really need him there. I got this. I'm holding it down. Remember she had that interview talking about, she telling him, I'm good, go on. You don't got to come out here with me. I'm good. Go work on your career. I'm good in here. You don't have to come see me every day no more. Remember she had an interview saying that. But You on the phone, literally crying to him in tears, telling him you tired of being in there. You don't know if you could do it. So in his mind, he thinking you're gonna try to kill yourself or want to harm yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's breaking you down. That's why he said it broke her. It broke her. He's just not holding. He's just not going in detail the things that she's saying to him. Because I know that's how people feel who locked up, like they can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I don't think I can hold on. And then he feeling like I got to be there for you because I'm gonna pull you through this.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it means sacrificing everything. I'm basically giving up everything to make sure you okay.
And if later on she's saying, "Oh, you don't have to come all the time. You don't have to keep coming and visit," it sounds to me is because she had some girlfriend or some up in there that she didn't want to have to keep explaining to. If you ain't with him no more, why he said he coming?
Right. Hold on. I like to go here. So it wasn't only that. Let's go here.
But there's nothing too. Why is it? Well, we forget. Why is it a problem when a man spend his money on us, but when we go to give our money to the man, it's now all of a sudden it's a problem.
About none of that.
Right. Hold on.
It's just ludicrous. It doesn't even make sense.
Go here.
This man ain't right 90% of anything. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here. But
What?
that's neither. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here. But that's neither here nor there. Not only is this man not right for me,
See that?
90% of the bills, we probably wouldn't be here.
What?
Of anything. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here.
There I go again. That's what I be meaning. It ain't about no women. It was never about no women. People were making and creating that up to try to make a lie to justify what she had did to actually try to throw dude under the bus. Throw dude under the bus. So we see by the woman thing, he did not commit adultery on her when they got married. And that's what he basically said. He was faithful to her when they was married. She know this because she don't even say that against him. Her only thing, her argument is he's not doing his part of the bills. When he just said she took the money and seized all the assets for herself and backstabbed him. That's why he said she double crossed and backstabbed him, because how you seizing all the royalty money for yourself when I'm the one writing them too?
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna seize all the royalty money when I'm writing too? That's why he like, damn, really?
And I think when she got out of jail, he stood to the side as well because he wanted Remy to win.
That'd be common sense though. I would want my wife to win. If my wife is high in demand, and even though I'm the better writer, man, babe, go shine, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do your thing. I got you. So while you doing all these interviews and things like that, I'm behind the scene writing. I'm always got us on deck. I got the beat. Remember, he was the manager at one time. So he got the beats. He got the beats, the lyrics, and he doing the contracts and everything. So all she got to do is perform, learn her music, perform it, take out what she don't like, and then add to what she don't like. They work together as a team, like you're supposed to do when you're husband and wife. You work together as a team.
Yeah, he was really on something together for sure, with no doubt.
Right, but he has an alpha wife. He has an alpha wife who actually believes she's a nigga. That's why what she said not too long ago. I'm a good girl. I'm this and that, and I'm a nigga. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you have an alpha female, and under the roof, y'all have a power struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So again, hold on. Another thing, how you know that's true? That's what the lady said. Then the lady said he was like, when she was having sex with Papoose first before Remy, that even though Remy was the one trying to get him to, he was like, she too gangster, she too hard, she too thuggish. You get what I mean? And it's like, yeah, she put on that baby face, but she's an alpha male. She an alpha female, I mean. She one of them. So that's what you see going on.
And if he was trying to get over on people again, he met up with that lady. He handed her money for her gift cards. He didn't just, she pulled up, he took the gift cards and then went on about his business. He actually paid her for those gift cards. So it sounded like even though she was calling herself a promoter, but her real hustle was stealing. That's why she was getting caught. So who about to make her they wife?
Okay, now this the thing. Notice this, right? Excuse me.
One.
So look, after she get caught, this what I be meaning by like she's an alpha female, right? Excuse me. Because after she get caught, right? After she get caught with Easy the Block Captain, she do a event, and she named the event after the scandal. And she says in the event, I do what I want. I do what I want. That's the name of the event. Chrome 23, Geechee Gotti, Easy the Block Captain. After the scandal, I do what I want. That's what you're seeing here.
That's crazy.
Commercial.
Another body, another payment. It's gutter, nigga.
What's in my Chrome? 23, but the handle is taped up. Boy, I will read dollar like a paster. I'll get your face cut. I done seen niggas fake talk. Go in the interrogation room, Walmart phones. They straight talk. And after this, nigga, this is it. All this battle was practice to paralyze my brother till I go see a fucking crick, nigga. Close
That you was asking question, why is this in Philly? It's in Philly because I want it to be in Philly. I'm the face of the league. We're going to do it exactly what I want. I do what I want. I am the algorithm, bro. You got to come to Philly to come fuck with me. I'm running battle rap right now. This is not about no argument. Who got it right now? This shit is already proven. All you doing is fighting for the spot that I already got. Philly shit, man. We is here.
Man, I'm pulling up because I do what I want. Pulling up to Philly. Hey, shout out all my real Philly niggas, man. We pulling up and we making a movie, man. This nigga ain't from Philly anyway, nigga. We both having a no way game. I'm not signing no NDA. I'm saying what the fuck I want to say because I'm Big Geech. You know what the fuck it is, man.
Boy, they know how to sell it, don't they, boy? I'm trying to tell you.
Easy's head blew all the way. As soon as he whatever with Remy, his head blew all the way up. He was acting like he was untouchable. Like,
yeah, it's yeah. Notice what he said. I ain't signing no NDA. I ain't signing no NDA. I'm saying whatever the hell I want to say. That was just before that viral moment. Remember I played you yesterday. They tried to get Disaster to sign the NDA. He tore it up in the battle to be quiet. Remember I played that? That's what you see happening right here. You know what I mean? Now, notice what Easy said. Don't worry about why the battle was in Philly. Let me show y'all Easy part again. Y'all got to pay attention to what Easy said. Notice if you pay attention to his energy when he explaining this, I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all didn't know. That's what I be meaning by like people don't know about this story like they think they do. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Watch this when Easy say this.
Another body, another payment. It's gutter, nigga.
What's in my Chrome? 23, but the handle is taped up. Boy, I will read dollar like a paster. I'll get your face cut. I done seen niggas fake talk. Go in the interrogation room, Walmart phones. They straight talk. And after this, nigga, this is it. All this battle was practice to paralyze my brother till I go see a fucking crick, nigga. Close
that you was asking question, why is this in Philly?
See, if you asking questions why this is in Philly, listen, y'all.
in Philly because I wanted to be in Philly.
It's in Philly because I wanted to be in Philly. Watch this. You show y'all saying, watch this. Dang, come on, make this go away.
I'm the face of the league. We're going to do it exactly what I want. I do what I want. I am the algorithm, bro. You got to come to Philly to come fuck with me. I'm running battle rap right now. This is not about no argument. Who got it right now? The shit is already proven. All you doing is fighting for the spot that I already got. Philly shit, man. We is here.
Okay. Now, what a lot of people don't know about that when he make that statement like that, talking about Philly, why the battle was in Philly. Because the battle was supposed to took, okay, so Easy is from Philly. Geechee is from California. So the battle was supposed to took place in Texas. The battle was supposed to took place in Texas. That's when the battle was supposed to took place. It was supposed to took place in Texas. But what ended up happening was when Easy got beat up by Papoose in New York, Philly was too close to New York. And they was afraid Papoose was going to pop up again and jump on Easy. So
Who did? Remy thought that?
Yeah, they did. They all did. So hold on. Let me see if I can find this right quick while we talking. Because I'm going to show you how Geechee break it down. So what they ended up doing, they were supposed to meet on neutral grounds. So Easy from Philly, Geechee from Cali. So the battle was supposed to took place in Houston, Texas, on neutral grounds. Not on the East Coast, not on the West Coast, but down south, because it was a battle for who was the face of battle rap. Because Geechee was the face of the URL. Easy is now the face of Chrome. And they both were the top superstars colliding. So the battle was supposed to took place on neutral grounds. Houston, Texas. Not on the East Coast, not on the West Coast, but down south. And Houston is one of the biggest markets for battle rap. So they was going to meet in Houston, right? Now, what happened was when Papoose jumped on Easy prior to this, they were afraid he was going to show up again. So rather having a battle in Philly that was close to New York, they decided to have it in Houston so he couldn't get there.
Mm.
Then 2 weeks prior to the battle, Remy and them pulled a rug under Geechee's feet like, nope, we not doing the battle in Houston no more. Now we're doing the battle in Philadelphia. And they was like, hold on, wait. Philadelphia? That's where Easy live. Why are we doing the battle in Philly?
Where his place is close to his people.
Right, because they had it set up and arranged that if Papoose show up this time.
That sounds scandalous.
It is. We was going to be ready for him. They was going to be ready for him.
And Remy is the one who agreed to that?
Yes. And that's why, hold on, let me show you. That's why Geechee say this. Watch this. Watch this. Right here.
Vince, Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one? Where he at? Don't worry about it though. Don't worry about it. Why he ain't at this one? Why we ain't in New York? Why we ain't in New York? Because the last time there, your husband punched on him. So you actually brung it to where he more comfortable at. So if he did decide to show up, this weirdo can have the ups on him.
That was crazy.
That is crazy.
That was crazy. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
So he could have, if he showed up, he could have got killed or anything.
That's what happened. That's the whole thing. That's what it was. That's what it was about.
Oh, she burnt. She's scandalous. She burnt out.
That's what I be trying to say. Why people be trying to do all this talking.
You got me messed up.
They don't want me talking because I know the truth. I go to the receipts. Look at this. Let's read this again. What did he say?
Where he at? Don't worry about it though.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Hey, y'all know this ain't right. Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 Chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one? Where he at? Don't worry about it though. Don't worry about it. Why he ain't at this one? Why we ain't in New York? Because the last time there, your husband punched on him. So you actually brung it to where he more comfortable at. So if he did decide to show up, this weirdo can have the ups on him.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at their face. Look at their faces.
Your face look the same.
Look at their faces. Look at their faces.
Her husband.
He tore them apart this night. I'm trying to tell you. Geechee had, oh my gosh. This night was drastic.
That made it even better why he didn't sign that NDA.
And this is when it went viral, and then people started covering it.
Mm-hmm.
This is when people started covering it.
So people really actually respect that. People actually respect that this girl done did something like this, where if Pap would have shown up, her husband would have been the one somewhere messed up.
Yeah, he was done.
Please.
Yeah, Remy, Papoose was dead. They were setting him up. If he came, hold on, I'm finna show you. Watch this. Hold on, you ain't saying. Let me show you receipts. This is how you get receipts. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me go here. My gosh, boy. Let me go here. Watch this. Let me see.
People got husbands, but they talking about this is woman's power. But you got a whole husband yourself. Nobody would respect nothing like that. Like she took that too far. But then she want to say that she called them off to not do nothing to him because that's her husband. But then had an event here in Philly for easy, just in case Pap did show up.
Let me see.
So she wouldn't care if anything happened. Her husband / the father of her daughter.
You said what?
She didn't even care. Like if something would have happened to him, like that's still the father of her daughter, even if she didn't care.
Right. Let me see.
That's actually scary.
Let me hear this one. Let me see something. Let me make sure I got this. I'm trying to find what Geechee actually say, how they changed the venue to basically set up Papoose.
Let
me see.
I'm sure Pap heard this.
No, Pap didn't hear this. He don't know nothing about this. That's what I'm saying. A lot of stuff they started finding out from the bloggers. Pap don't know nothing. He didn't know nothing about this. Let me see this. Let me see. Try to find it. Let me see. Let me see. Try to find it. Hold on. I'm trying to grab this. I'm really trying to find where is that at. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that at? Dang, where is that at? Let me see. Where is that at, man? I'm trying to find. See, I'm doing this on the fly. I wanted to show you. I guess I'll find it. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that at? Hold on. Where is that at? Dang. Dang, where was that? Let me see. Where is that at? I think it's right here. Let me see. I think it's right here. This might be right here. Let me see right here.
Man, you know what I'm saying? On the real, I don't give a fuck how much dope talk you talking about. I want to hear none of that shit, man. Straight like that, man. Like, let me tell you, 2022, nigga gonna show him. He gonna take some safe battles before he get to me, but when he get to me, he gonna that's gonna be the growth of him becoming who he's supposed to really become. Cause ain't nobody gonna talk to him like I'm gonna talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get in. Calico gonna give him a little talk, but you know what I'm saying? Cal getting rusty, man.
No, that ain't it. I gotta see what it is. I gotta find it. That is not it. But basically, what happened is, again, they were supposed to did the battle in Houston, Texas. Papoose had beat up Easy, so they were going to a place neutral, far away from New York, so that Pap wouldn't be able to get there or have some type of advantage. Then, right just before the battle, Remy and them changed it and said, no, we're going to do it in Philly. So that Easy and all his guys could be ready in case Papoose showed up. So they was expecting for Papoose to show up like he did the last battle and beat up Easy. But this time he would be ambushed and outnumbered. That's what ended up happening. But he didn't show up. Ultra, let me see your face to make sure you're a real person before I bring you on this panel. Put up 4 fingers. Okay, yeah, you real. I just want to make sure you're real. Ultra, what's good with you?
What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good. How you feeling? What's on your mind?
Oh, nothing, man. Just wanna give you your flowers, bro.
I
Love how you
appreciate it.
covering this story. Love how you fan down the middle. Remind me of my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way.
The
Nah, not being
grandfather.
funny. Not on no funny.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
cool. It's
nah,
cool. It's
nah,
cool.
nah, not being funny. No
Yeah,
disrespect, bro. I
I
don't
know.
want
I
you to
know.
take
I
that.
know. I'm
You know
just,
what I'm saying? I'm young. I'm 28 and stuff like that. You
okay.
know what I mean?
Okay.
But I
So
definitely
you've
want.
been following this story?
Of course, I'm from New York, and
Oh,
you want to know the crazy part
go ahead.
about it,
Yeah.
Truth?
Yeah.
I'm from both worlds. I'm from the boxing world, and I'm from the battle rap world. Not as far as me battle rapping, but I'm a pro boxer. So
Hold
I
on.
know this.
Wait. You say you a pro boxer?
Yeah, pro. Yep.
How many fights you had so far?
I had five fights,
What's your record?
5-0.
Wow. Who you up under? What management you under?
No, I'm not under. I'm independent. I'm independent right.
For
I'm
right
independent.
now. For
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. For right now.
And
For right.
okay, so what is your name in the boxing world? What name you go by?
They call me Act, but my real name is Ant Force.
Is any of
Ant
your
Force.
boxing online where we can see them?
None of the pro stuff is online yet. That's because of my manager and stuff like that. I rap to you behind the scenes with that.
Okay. So
You
let
know
me
what I'm
ask you
saying?
this. You say you're a
Mhm.
pro boxer,
Yes.
but okay, so you went professional how many years ago?
Not too many. About 3 years ago, 2023.
How many amateur fights you got
Oh,
though?
how many amateurs? 87. I'm 87 and 7. And
Damn.
now that's too many fights for nowadays. In your era, that's not
87?
a lot. That's not a lot in your era.
I know, I'm just saying
Yeah.
87.
Because I had
Bro,
left.
uh,
Truth. I had
uh,
left and came back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, how you
I
get 87 amateur battles and only got 5 pro battles? Could you explain that to me?
only reason that is Truth because the amateur game is completely different than the pro game.
Explain it to
You
me,
know,
because I don't
okay,
know that
so
much.
you understand the business of boxing. You know that the boxing business is dirty, and you got to
Yes, I
watch
know.
it.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yes, I know
So
that.
in the amateurs is not as corrupt. It's
Okay.
still corruption, and they're gonna go for their person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it makes a lot of boxers fall out of love with the sport.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what's happening with me. I still love boxing. You know, my dad was a boxer. I can send you
Right.
pictures of my dad with Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff like
Okay,
that.
no
I can
doubt.
take I can text you all this stuff.
What
But
was his record?
his record, he was like 12-0, but
Wow.
unfortunately, my dad lost his life. You know, I don't
While he
want to
was
get
boxing?
not when he was boxing, but he was also in
Okay.
the streets. He
All
had
right,
one
I get
foot.
it. He
Yeah,
speak
yeah,
for
you know what I'm
itself.
saying? I don't want to,
It speak for itself. I
you
get it.
know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I know about Clarissa, and
You talking
I,
about personally or
no, no, no,
just
no, not personally. I don't know her
okay.
personally. I've been hearing about her since the amateurs because we around the same age. You know,
What part of New York you from?
I'm from Harlem.
Oh, so you from Harlem. Okay. Harlem where? 100 and what?
135th, St.
135th.
Nick, Frederick Douglass Boulevard. You got 137th over there. Then you got all the way up on the hill where T Rex is from, 163rd.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so when you say you know both parts of it, so let's wrap a second because I'm
Okay.
gonna like this conversation. Okay, so so let's talk about this. So do you know about Papoose history as being an MC in New York?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So
From when
it
I was very little,
uh
because of my age group.
so is it
So
exaggeration or do people say that he was one of them dudes?
no, it's not exaggeration because at least when I was a kid,
Right,
he was that dude. And of course, I heard about him because you got to remember, K Slay
right.
is from Harlem too.
Okay.
So of course, you know what I mean? One thing about you from a big city too. You from
Right.
Chicago, right?
No doubt. Yep.
All right. So to outside of Chicago seems very big, just like New York
Right.
seems very big. But to
Right.
us that's from there, it's
Right.
small.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
knew I was talking to a girl from Chicago that told me 2 years ago after I made my pro debut, like, yo, Dirk going to jail. I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, Dirk gonna go to jail. I don't know. These
Right.
Chicago people know they people because he sure
Right.
got locked up a little later.
Right.
So that's the point that I mean, and not to make fun of it or anything like that.
Right. Right.
But I'm just trying to explain because him being from a big city and me being from a big city, you know what I mean? Like it's very small to us. So all of
Right.
this stuff that was going down, the purpose that I'm illustrating is
Right.
that I seen it coming.
Okay.
Like
What you,
just
hold on,
from
wait. When you say you seen it coming, what do you mean you seen it
I
coming?
mean, like I seen it coming as far as like Remy and Pat situation because people be talking.
In New
You know what
York.
I mean? The stuff that you cover and that you know, which I got to give you credit. I would have thought you was from New York. The stuff you know.
Right. I got a big New York, hey, but I got a big New York following though. And
Okay,
I know a
okay,
lot
right
of
on, for sure.
I'm locked in with a lot of people in New York, a lot of rappers from New York.
Okay.
So they be giving me a lot of insight. So go ahead though.
Yeah. So basically, with their marriage and all of the scandals and stuff that happening for years. But like you always bring up, at least from what I see, it really didn't get on the surface level until the whole Easy and Clarissa thing happened. I don't know if it's because Easy and Clarissa got big names, decent names, because probably the other people they probably got into a situation with, they probably had no names and stuff like that. So they didn't have a voice. But Clarissa and Easy got a voice, so I understand how it spilt over, how it did. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, so you talking about when Pap was saying like in his live, she cheated on me numerous
Yes,
times.
yes.
So basically the ones she may have been cheating with don't have a voice or didn't even care to be online and talk about anything.
Yes.
So
exactly.
you saying to talk in New York, like people in New York know this already.
Yeah,
the world don't
like
know
with the son and all of that stuff that you knew about.
right.
I knew about
the one
that.
who in jail.
Yes, I knew about him. I'm a little older, but we not far removed in age.
Oh, so before he even went to jail for the murder, y'all already knew about him.
Yeah, we knew about him. Yeah, we knew about him for sure.
Oh.
That's why when you got that information, that's why I said what I said earlier. Like, dang, I would have thought Truth was from New York, but he is Chirac dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, dang, how he getting all of this? But like you said, you plugged in and you tied in. So
let me ask you this. So
okay,
is that more so like barbershop conversation, or this is just the streets talking in general?
It's more to me, at least from my point of view.
Right.
I think it's more just the streets talk in New York or New York. You know what I mean? Because when stuff was happening with Tekashi and Casanova and stuff like that,
right.
Everybody be talking. It don't matter if I'm from Harlem and they from Brooklyn, or if something happened, you know what I mean, with Chinks and he's from Queens. It don't matter.
It's New York. It's New York talk.
Yeah. So it's just like Chicago.
So you saying in New York, people in New York already knew, like, this marriage ain't finna really last that long like that no more.
At least, especially the people to me that was really affiliated with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you was affiliated with credible people who actually know what they talking about, can verify what they talking about, who actually calling it to the point where just like they called it before it happened, it's happening just like
happening just like that. Yes.
Okay.
And look, I'm not going to go overboard and be like, oh, I know every single little detail. But the stuff that at least you talked about,
right,
a lot of us knew.
Let me ask you this. So you saw the woman just talking when she was asked about Remy being in prison, that they knew that Remy allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly, have a history of being a lesbian. Do people in New York know that?
I gotta admit that one I never knew until you. I'm being honest.
Okay.
That one I didn't know about until you. until that got brought to the forefront. I didn't hear about that. Maybe some of the OGs probably know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know about it. I didn't know about it. But I'm not surprised. But if you ask me if it surprised me, no.
Okay, but the point where Pap was actually, according to people you've been around, he actually was one of them dudes who was known for being a solid MC in New York, correct?
Yeah, he was sturdy. We would say sturdy in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, he was sturdy.
Okay, so when he said he had a 1.5 million deal with K Slade, but he ended up putting it on a back burner for trying to be there for Remy because she was breaking down in prison and needed to be at her side. Is there any truth for what you know to that?
As far as you saying like him be sorry, say it again. I'm sorry, True.
So he said that he had a deal
Okay,
with K Slade, but it ended up folding because he wasn't pursuing it like he properly was supposed to been making out his part of the bargain because Remy got arrested, went to prison, and he needed to be by her side. So the deal folded. So what I'm asking you is, by what you know in New York about him being one of those dudes who was a solid MC and dealing with K Slade, do you believe that to be true in any way?
You know, to me, just from the outside looking in, I never heard talks of that as far as him with the deal and him putting, but I could believe that definitely happened because he probably was obsessed with Remy. But I don't, at the same time, I'm not going to knock Pat because if she's on the phone crying to you and that's your girl, you know what I mean, and he decided to be on the back burner, you got to kind of know how to balance that. I could believe that. I don't know if that's true for sure. True. You see, I'm an honest dude, so I'm not going to act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to act like I know everything. Plus, I'm young, you know what I'm saying? So I know I'm not going to know every single detail. Like Pat being the breadwinner, I know because of word in the street in the beginning. So that's obvious. That was obvious. And a lot of people don't give Pat credit and they want to just act like Remy had the money all the time. You could tell like she was one of those females that when she did blow up a little bit, I believe him when he said she started separating stuff. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that like things started to change a little bit. Lean back, conceded.
Now let's address this though. Let's address this and let's be honest on this.
Okay.
When he say he was writing 90% of her rap, do you believe that to be true, bro? Just being realistically.
Okay, I think that it was what they call it in battle rap. I think it was a lot of sparring with them. Because let's be real, they both artists.
Right.
They both artists.
Right.
So I think that they was throwing ideas at each other. And he was like, nah, don't put it this way, put it there. You know what I'm talking about, Truth. You know
I look, that's why you know, I already know what I believe. To me, bro, look, I know it was true because look, bro, my baby mama is an artist and the girl is cold. And when we would be together, man, she would throw stuff at me. I throw stuff at her. She would do, and it was no deal because we were together. And what's crazy, we wasn't even married. We were just together. So imagine this is my wife. This is my husband. He write better than me. He write faster than me. And I got all the stuff going. Listen, you're going to do that. If my wife is in popular demand more than I am, man, I sit back and let you win because if you shine, we shine together.
Thanks.
So that's just common sense, bro.
Facts.
Any man would do that.
Facts. I'm with you 100%, bro. Because I would have did the same thing. Even my girlfriend that I really cared about.
Right.
She don't even gotta be my wife.
Right.
Or my fiance. If I really care about her and we've been rocking out for years, hell yeah, I'm going to spar and throw ideas at her. Like, nah, girl, don't say this, say that.
And she ain't gonna turn it down because she ain't gonna turn it down when it could be a hit.
Exactly. Yeah. Shoot, so how many people is just producing hits like that nowadays?
Right. So that'd be a thing that I don't be getting, how sometimes people don't be realistic to life and they be so naive to the point, like you were saying earlier, try to make it seem as though Remy was the breadwinner out the gate, and that was not the truth. In fact, Remy was at him like what we just heard the lady said. Remy was at him just like I was at him, because at basically around us like that, he was the man in that circle. You get what I mean? He was the man in that circle. We wasn't around, Nas and Jay-Z, but we was around Papoose and Kid Slade to know that DJ K Slade, we was around him to know that he had that deal on the table. And it's just like when you in school, bro, or hell, even when you, like you say, you a boxer, a person see potential, women who know about boxing see you like, oh, he gonna be something. They get up under that wing. You know what I mean?
Right on.
I
And you
don't
definitely
see
right.
that no different.
Yeah, nah, you definitely right. That's why I don't see why people be coming for you. I feel like you be putting everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it, bro. But you definitely have good breakdowns and good assessments about the whole situation. I feel like you fair. I'm fair when I call it too. You know
Okay,
what I'm
so
saying?
how do you
When
call it? Let me hear how you
I
call
think
it.
everybody wrong. There
There
is
you go.
no right side.
So
There is no right.
why are they doing that though? Like, why are they trying to create a right and wrong side? Well, I know one of the reasons why they want. It's like in this
They want Remy. They want Remy to be right. And everybody, I promise you, they want. From what I see, at least on your channel, you know what I mean. When I talk about it on TikTok with the
Oh,
girls,
so you
maybe
be talking about it too? You do?
not as much as you though. It's not
Okay.
my main basis.
Okay.
My main basis when I talk about is like relationships, advice. You know what I mean? We do relationship trivia on my TikTok page and stuff like that. It's
Okay.
dedicated to the lady similar to yours, but
Okay.
only difference is it's not really centered around Clarissa. Shoot, maybe I should because I meet a lot of great people like you and others. You know what I mean? Maybe I should take that lane because I know a lot about Clarissa in this situation.
Okay, break some down. I need to hear some of this because we talk about this anyway. And while you at it, let people know about your TikTok channel that they can check out some of your content too while you give us some breakdown. Because I want to hear some of your breakdown on Clarissa, what's going on too.
Well, as far as when it comes to Clarissa, I was just like everybody else. And look, true, I'm gonna keep it real. And look, my TikTok is Acheveli, ACHVELI. You know what I mean, Acheveli. So I'll type it in. Matter of fact, I'll type it in a little bit in the comments. I'll type it in the comments. But that ain't important. So as far as with Clarissa, I was just like everybody else. I remember actually covering the fight with my OG because I'm from a boxing community.
Which fight you were covering? The Franchise Cruz?
It wasn't the Franchise Cruz. It's when she first, I believe it was Danielle. Was it Danielle Perkins? It might have been when Pat tied up her Timbs and he first walked out with her and Remy had released everything and stuff like that. I remember
that was the Mexican girl then first.
That was okay. I couldn't remember which one it was, but it's the first time they walked out together. Remember they had they were seen in public and it was Clarissa's
the Mexican girl. That was the Mexican girl.
Okay, so she walked out, she Pat tied the Timbs and stuff like that. And I remember after the fight, because Clarissa, I think she stopped the girl. And I remember saying she looked good at heavyweight. We doing our regular boxing breakdown. And they all come to me. And I'm letting y'all know, they all came to me because I'm from New York.
Right.
So they was like, "Yo, what you feel about your big fool Pat?" We say big fool in New York, and over there with Clarissa. I was happy about it because I didn't know what transpired behind it. And see, this is me being honest.
Right.
Truth.
Right.
And I remember a girl saying in the comment section, "Oh, you promoting a dude that's still married," and I didn't think about that. Because I was such a fan of Clarissa and I rock with Pat, I was watching Love and Hip Hop as a kid too, just like Clarissa. So I already know, you know what I'm saying? So, I always thought Pat was a good dude. But then as time went on and I started finding out more of the story and the backdooring and stuff like that, you know, as far as Clarissa inboxing Remy, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, looking for advice, teaching her how to dress and things of that nature,
Right.
and them being friends. And then her actually wishing her a happy birthday in March. I was born in March too. That's the message part. So I'm looking at them wild like we don't move like that. But anyway, you know, seeing that, it kind of made me feel like, you know, I was wrong in the beginning. And there's nothing wrong with that because you could view something a certain way at one point in time and then you could view it as another.
Right.
You know, in a different time. Because now I view it completely different. You know, if I was married, like I would have been upset. It would have been to the ceiling.
Right.
You know, so I try to empathize with people, truth,
Yeah.
and I try not to take sides. I'm more like you.
No,
You know what I mean? I'm very even killed. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing I get if they doing good that day. Okay, like when I see Papoose with his daughter, little Remy, you know what I'm saying, and he's doing stuff like that. I love seeing stuff like that.
Right.
When Clarissa's in the gym training and stuff like that, and working on her craft, I love seeing stuff like that. When she's doing all that other stuff and has to constantly respond to every single thing, I don't think that's a good look. There need to be people in her ear like, yo, look, like you don't gotta respond to everything.
Do
And
you
that's
believe?
why
Do you
go ahead.
believe it? Do you believe this hurt her career?
Yes.
How so?
Where's the sponsorship?
That's
Where's it
true.
at? What's on the floor? What's on the floor? Obviously, true. One
Yeah.
thing about boxers is
Yeah.
most of us that's climbing, they call us climbers. People
Okay.
that's trying to be in position to be champions and make the big money. Those is
Right.
climbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they get money off of being a sparring partner
Right.
and off of endorsements.
Right.
That's why you gotta that's why you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta keep the room clean.
Why do you
Gotta
believe?
keep
Why do you believe? Why do you believe Major's endorsement won't support and get behind her?
she's too much of a risk. High risk, low reward. High
Yeah.
risk, like we say in boxing, when
Yeah.
people don't want to fight each other, high risk, low reward.
Right. 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 I see that. That's a good take too. I see that because it's like if you a major multi-million-dollar company, your brand and who you put the face behind it means a lot. And the liability that comes with her is, like you say, high risk, low rewards. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like let me ask you the question.
Okay.
When she announced her deal, she said she got the way she did that contract was crazy. She said she have a $8 million deal, 2 years, 4 fights. Then she say, but the $8 million deal come with a $3 million bonus. But on top of the $3 million bonus that's separate from the $8 million, the deal could actually make her $15 million too. So the contract have a $3 million bonus, a $8 million guarantee, but could also somehow make her 15 million too.
I don't believe that. You couldn't buy a $30,000 Gucci bag. I know people that's from 145th.
Right.
From my boy block, Charlie Clips from 8th,
Right.
that would have been able to buy it with
Right.
trap money. So don't tell me that bought they girls Fendi bags, Louis, or like we not going when it come to that.
Right.
We not going. We don't believe that. We don't.
Right. I don't believe that neither because I'm saying like how okay.
That's mad money on the table. First off, true. Me and you, all right, let's say me and you invest in her.
Right.
And she gotta wear our patches on you. You got a patch on her zip up jacket. I got one on her trunks.
Right.
Me and you gotta be for sure we making a return on our investment. Because I'm gonna be calling you like, yo, truth, we messed up.
Right.
Right. We messed up on this one. We should have went with we should have went with like Devin Haney or something.
But not only
Somebody-
that, I'm trying to also understand. Not only that, I'm trying to also understand that how is it that I don't see how the money is recouped if you already splitting partners with Win Records, Shalita Promotion. If they're giving you $8 million, they have to at least make double to triple that to actually give you $8 million. They would have to make that. But how do you make it when you're not selling out the stadium? Like she always lying, talking about she sell out the arena. And we literally got the pictures, the videos of the event where 3 of the tiers are empty. Like 3 of the top tiers is empty. They just got the ring side covered, you know what I mean, to make it look packed, and got the lights completely dark so you can't see the 3 tiers up there that's literally empty. So how are you recouping the money when you're not selling out the arenas? Even when they release the battles, the views are low as hell. So how are you recouping the money? You're not getting it off the back end on sponsorships.
Shit, true. Excuse my language. She might as well start battle rapping for a size.
Because that's crazy though, right, bro? Like,
nah, you're right.
the
I know.
money not
I'm joking. I know. I'm clouded real quick, but she might have to, because at this point it's not going to be there. How is it going to be on the table? Truth. All right, this is somebody from the boxing world that covers boxing.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
How you going to recoup that? And what you saying is true, because a lot of boxers can't do that.
Right.
But how you going to be able to do that if you don't have the right dance partners? See, a lot of people nowadays see the boxing fans aren't as 8 years ago. Maybe you could have got them. Now, because everybody's joined under one network, which is the Zone.
Right.
There's no excuse no more. There's no excuse no more. So as far as Clarissa's situation, I look at it like this. Your weight division is what's hurting you. Yeah, I know you're older now. You're 31. You know, I know our bodies change and stuff. Shoot, my body is changing. Shoot, I'm 28. I'm like, dang, yo, I'm about to be 30. You know what I'm saying? I feel different in everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is where it comes down to being able to sacrifice.
Right.
You have to be able to sacrifice. You got to get in them smaller weight divisions. There's this one girl on the MVP card that they said they want to see Clarissa scrap with. It's a Canadian girl. I forgot her name.
But they just banned her, so they don't want.
That's what I'm saying. That I was getting ready to get to that. I'm like, how is there going to be anything on the table for you when you going over there and you too much of a liability and you slapping girls that's down with a promotional company? Jay Paul's from Ohio, Alicia Bumgarner's from Ohio. You got a soft spot for them. That's just like me and my people in New York, and I know you probably like that with your people in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. You know, you want to make sure your people straight from home base. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only that, she signed to his promotional company.
Right, because she was.
So he got to make sure she's safe because he owns that.
Because she was supposed to fault Michaela Mayer.
It was Michaela Mayer was on the table, or Shadeja Green.
And both of them under MVP promotion.
Yes, yep.
Which makes it. Now, since they banned you, you can't fight none of their fighters.
And that's what I'm saying. And you don't like Jake Paul. What better way for you to get revenge, as you feel, on Jake Paul would to beat one of his fighters? You should have controlled yourself.
And not only that, I was going to ask you, who else did she team up with? Not she. Who else did Jake Paul and them just recently team up with? Another boxing league. I forgot who they was.
Not Zuffa, right? You're not talking about the joint with Dana White. You're not talking about that, right?
They just did something else. I know MVP just did something.
You gotta send. Yeah, I gotta email you. So hold on. Let me go in the private chat.
Yeah, they just okay, but I'll finna show you this too, right? So if you look on their thing, right? So
because I don't know, because I could look it up for you, and I could.
So here's Shalita Promotion, right? So Shalita Promotion got the fight up, right? Got the fight up Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz, right?
Mhm.
And this fight only have 100,000 views on it. This fight only got 100,000 views on it for this to be.
She don't got a strong team, man.
But
She
here's
don't
my
got a-
thing. But Shalita Promotions is the one that gave her the $8 million, so-called $8 million contract.
I don't
How,
believe
if
it.
you're not recouped, the numbers not showing it. Your
How?
championship boxing match only have 108,000 views on it right here. 4 months ago, 108,000 views 4 months ago under the promotion team that's supposed to give you $8 million. How are they recouping the money?
That's why it's not real.
Right.
Truth. That's why I like when you dissect it. People like me and you that got common sense could tell.
Right.
Just off of it's little things like the $30,000 Gucci purse that you wanted Pat to. If Pat was, I know any girl that I dealt with that had money like that. If I can't get her something, she gonna get it herself.
Okay,
So
so they saying the name of the partnership. J. Cole.
Matchroom, BT and Matchroom. Okay, BT Sports and Matchroom.
No,
All right,
BT
thank you.
is me. BT is me. That's
BT is Matchroom. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
BT is you. Okay.
Yeah.
BT is Matchroom. Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
they teamed
So
up with
so
Matchroom.
that's Eddie Hearn in there. You know who? Are you familiar with Eddie Hearns?
Is he in?
He
any
runs
relationship-
Matchroom. He runs Matchroom. Yeah, he's one of the top promoters. He was one of the first people that teamed up with DAZN when DAZN came and said they was going to take over. And shoot, they ended up being right like 7-8 years ago when I started streaming. They for sure did. Now there's no more HBO. There's no more Showtime.
Okay, I see you behind the scenes too, Ultra. This is my number too. I'm giving you my number in the private chat.
Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna lock you in.
Okay, so look, so let me.
We have a good dialogue. I can tell Truth, you up right now. I came on here. Truth that woke up. Shout out to Truth, man. Chicago to New York.
Let me ask you this. Ultra. So you like me. I don't see how the 8 million could be recouped. Here's the thing. First of all, you don't even got big numbers yourself. Like her numbers are low as hell. Her YouTube numbers, 200,000 subscribers, but it's been that way for a long time. It's not moving at all. So your numbers are stuck. You hate it all on social media. How is the money ever recouped?
It's not gonna be recouped unless she starts streaming with Shalita and her sister Brianna. She go on Kick. She'll make money like Brona and Dean the Great. That's the only way it's gonna be recouped. True. She get that extra 5,000 a month if she get on Kick or Twitch. Nah, you might have to be on Kick. She ain't gonna be able to be on
8
Twitch
million though. 8
million is a lot, bro. The top boxers ain't even getting that. Devin Haney only got 6. And Devin Haney's fighting quality opponents.
But he got 6 for 1 fight. She got 8 for 4 fights.
Oh yeah, it's for 4 fights. That's true. That is a difference. Good point.
She got 8 for 4 fights.
I still don't believe it though.
I don't believe it neither.
I don't believe that neither because I just feel like the only way they're gonna give that to you nowadays, because the promoters and the people, the investors, they're not dumb no more. This is why DAZN and them be like, okay, we're gonna give you this amount of money, right? And then they'll tell the fighter, but you gotta fight at least one tough fight. That's what they did to Canelo. And he lost to Bivol. Remember, he only had that loss to Floyd, and then they put him in there with Dimitri. They was like, yo, you gotta fight somebody. You either gotta fight David Benavidez or you gotta fight Bivol.
So they allowed them to make they allowed them to make money to a certain degree by picking easy fights that they
was like, okay, we'll give you one BS fight, but then you gotta fight this, and you gotta fight this dude, or you gotta fight this dude. You know what I mean? So we could recoup something. Because now they don't believe in pay-per-views. Truth. This is what they do. They kind of ended up, the zone ended up being like the URL,
Okay.
where the pay-per-views, remember how they used to put everything on what's it called? Battle Grid or whatever it's called. Rap Grid. Rap Grid. Yeah. What's the other one? Yeah, I don't remember. I remember Rap.
It was what something. What?
It's how you know we from the battle rap. It's how you know we from that world. But anyway, they you know, they eliminated that and then they put everything on the app. That's kind of what the zone is doing. So what they do is they make everything $49 or $45.99 or whatever, and that includes the pay-per-views. You don't have to just sign up for the zone, pay for the subscription. Because you know what the zone was doing for a while. You had to pay for the subscription, Truth, plus buy the pay-per-view. All the boxing people know. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that wild? You had to pay separately for the subscription with the pay-per-view. So now they have it to where if you pay the premium package plan, they include the pay-per-views. So that's how Turkey Al-Sheikh, I don't know if you know about him, they call him His Excellency. He got a lot of money on the table for these boxers. He hasn't really been promoting the women like that. But I think if Clarissa would have been smaller, I think there would have been money on the table for her and Alicia.
Yeah, that's not mine, but that's the guy who be hosting them battles overseas.
Yes.
Be in the front row.
Yes. That's, okay, they call him His Excellency.
Let me ask
Turkey Al-Sheikh.
So you were watching the battle. You were watching boxing. You watching Clarissa before the Papoose affair, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I definitely was. For sure, I was.
Me too. So let me ask you this: so when watching her before the boxing career, the Papoose affair, when the Papoose affair came, have you noticed the decline?
You can hear me, Truth?
Yeah, I hear you clear. Do you notice? Damn. Do you know? I hear you clear. You can't hear? You can't hear? Could you hear? You there?
Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Trying to be no hero, but I take them anywhere I go. Be in it to win it and do it to the finish. The murder and prison, the life of a Christian. And then true religion, we hate it. It's forbidden to witness it like crucifixion.